it is a little bit of a giraffe party in here. So I'm going to just for a second talk about the giraffe community. I know most of you probably know about it already. There are some new people in here, so I'll be brief just in case any of you don't know about it. And then I'll tell you a little bit about something that Dunk and myself are doing. Um, so you see all the giraffe in the room right now. Um, we're part of a project called Giraffe Tower NFT. We're absolutely just smoking, just crushing it right now. Um, I like to challenge people after after seeing a post that JJ put up. Say, you know what? If you have a coin that's performing better than us, I'll send you $20 if you can send me a chart. And no one has been able to, take me up on that offer yet. So, if you saw the original post that this space was in, I actually shared some of my own personal gains just on my NFT from when I bought the NFT that I'm wearing right now to today. I'm up 1,750%. So, um, doing very good, needless to say. Um, it is just amazing, actually. It is actually amazing. And my on the Gary coin, I'm up almost 600%, probably like 550%. So that's just the gains in like roughly half a year. And I always like to kind of start off with like why I'm in this project. And the why that I'm in this project is the why of the community itself. Our vision as a community is we do not want to trade time for money anymore. And I feel like a lot of people have that same why, have that same vision. If you have that, yeah, give me a 100, a thumbs up or something. I don't believe you were put here on earth to be working for some corporation that doesn't care about you, that isn't going to be at your bedside when you're breathing your last breath. I believe we were put here on this earth to do something much, much more grand, much greater. And, we all have those passions. We all have those things that, raise the hair on our arm. And I think that's what we were put here to do. I think we were put here to be with our loved ones, to be with our family, obviously to provide for them. But, it definitely wasn't to go punch a clock and trade 1/3 of every day that a third of your life for money. I feel like that is just the devil's bargain. So, that's what our community is all about. We want people to break free of that cycle, to break free from that, matrix, from that system, and do what they want. Doesn't mean that you're not going to work. I know I'll work. I love running spaces. I'll keep running spaces. I'll do a number of things actually. So it doesn't mean you're not going to work. People, you got to do something with your time, but you don't need to be put in that position where you're trading time for money. And the way we stop doing that is with our giraffe. Our giraffe gives us access to a stacker agent. Stacker agent is an AI agent that will trade for you on the Solana blockchain and make money while you're living your life, doing whatever it is you want to do. So, that's the community that I represent. I'm not the founder. I'm not anything in the community. I'm just a regular guy that owns some of the NFTs. I don't even really know the founder. I know the founder. I talk with him in spaces. I've never met him in person or anything, but that should just show you how bullish I am on the community. That I like to go around to shill spaces and shill this, because I just think it is incredible. It's an incredible community. It's an incredible technology, and I'm convinced that in our community, with the technology that we're going to be leveraging, we will make a lot of millionaires. I'm convinced of it. For the people who end up taking action and actually use the AI agent and trust the process, they will they will leave millionaires. Um, so there's several things you can do in order to stop trading time for money. Um, this is simply one of them, one of the ways, and it's the way I'm comfortable with. I've learned something from a very young age. Like, you can always you're always safe betting on the, like, technology of the future, and AI is definitely one of those bets. And putting artificial intelligence to work for me on the blockchain is like the best thing I can think of. So I'm really excited about it. Um, I've I've bet very heavy on it. I'm like basically full ported, and I love it. And if anyone has any questions about it, hit me in the DMs. I'd be happy to talk to you more about it and get you onboarded. Get you your first Gary coin, show you how you can buy a giraffe, all that stuff. So, if you have any interest, please hit me in the DM, and I got you. Um, Second thing I wanted to talk about is my podcast. I do a podcast pretty much every other day. So I did one this morning, and I'll do it again tomorrow. We normally skip a day in between, but we'll be doing it tomorrow since it's the weekend. So, in the morning time, for me, which is I'm on the West Coast, I normally start around 8 a.m., anytime between like 8 and 9 a.m. And I do it with a guy who's over in England, and we just kind of talk about anything. It isn't crypto based. It's doesn't cost you anything either. It's just something to kind of listen to. Um, but we are looking for more listeners. We just started doing it. And it's the kind of thing, we started to record it in spaces so that we could interact with the audience, kind of like old talk radio. And then we stream it at the same time. And then from the stream, it goes all the way to what you call like to a YouTube video. So um, it's sorry, I got a phone call. Like I said, it's very eclectic. It goes all over the place. We'll geek out like we did today, and talk about movies and Star Trek. Sometimes we'll go. I'm a big history guy. I'm a big science guy, so we'll go down like history tangents where I just start talking about history until somebody tells me to shut up, because they're feeling like they're in history class. And then we joke around a lot. It's super fucking funny. It's super fun. The other day we were like going down all this list of like new sayings from Generation Z, and just like fucking around, having a good time with it. So it's really the feel of it is if you were sitting at a bar with your buddy. That's the feel of the podcast. It's very interactive, and again, it's just like very much like the type of stuff you would talk about if you were going to go meet a group of friends and grab a table, hang out for a couple hours at the bar. That is very much the feel of it. In fact, we even do like what we call field trip episodes, where we in fact go to the bar. And so one of the hosts is in England, so he'll go to an English pub. I'm here in LA. I'll go to some degenerate rundown bar in like Pomona, and we just start talking. It's a great time. So I hope you guys will listen at some point. Boycell, what's
If I
happening?
wanted to go back and listen to some of the past episodes that I've missed, is there a YouTube channel? Is this on your
Yes,
YouTube?
yes. There's a YouTube channel. It is called The Owen and Joe Show.
Beautiful. I don't know if somebody can post that in the purple pill down here if you guys have the link and then pin it up. I would love to subscribe to that and check that out and listen to some of those episodes. I think
I'll
that
get
would be
it.
really
I'll get it. The channel posted.
Yeah,
that would
thanks.
be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think should even have like today's episode, and again, every episode is very independent. So if there's like an episode you're like, oh man, I'm not vibing with this one. Like today, I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big Star Trek guy. Like me as the host, I wasn't vibing with it. But you know what? Owen and Dunk
No
were.
one's perfect,
So Dunk. Dunk
Turkeys.
likes to talk about Star Trek, and again, like Dunk is the guy that had the anarchist cookbook. All right, let's just remember who Dunk is, guys. He is like a super, super weirdo, explosive bomb making. Well, let's just call it what it is. He's a little creepy. Okay, so that's what Dunk's into. What do you want me to do? Sorry. Um, you know, I I didn't pick, sorry. I didn't make the guy. He is what he is. Dunk, love you, buddy. Love you. Love you, buddy. Really do love you, Dunk. I don't think he's listening right now, fortunately for me, so I didn't lose a host. Um, but we we have a lot of fun, and it's really just like I said, it's like guys hanging out at a bar, and and there is a serious side to it too. We'll discuss things, like both of us are like losing weight right now, so we'll talk about like working out, talk about health and fitness, talk about parenting. We're both parents of teenage daughters, and just kind of talk about that type of stuff too. So it's really fun, and if you can stand the sound of my voice for more than 5 minutes, come on in and check it out, because I think you will like it. It's like I said, it's like nothing else that's out there. It's like it's really sincere, I guess is what I would call it. Like I feel like there's a big like yearning right now for genuineness, for sincerity. So much of the stuff that's out there right now is like stupid, like I don't know, just idiot, just like stupidity. They're just like everything's kind of like scripted reality TV, and like get put on Netflix. Like just the content out there, it just sucks. So I feel like the thing we're offering is something people have really been yearning for. So um, I hope you guys will come check it out and listen to it. Like I said, if you're like a science person like I am, there's something for you there. If you're like a history person like I am, there's something there for you. If you want serious side, you're in, you parenting, so there's something there for you. You want to have a laugh, there's something there for you. So you'll smile, cry, and learn with us. I mean, it's everything. So again, I'll get off it. um Hope you guys stop on by sometime, and unless there's any questions, we can start moving on to actual guests. We've got the Wiegans here. We've got Adrian here. Let's see. Is there anyone else down there in the audience? LA. Oh, look at that, Adrian. You have a disciple down there. Wow. Look at that, Adrian. You have Papa down there.
Actually, it's funny. It's funny that Papa's here because he is actually the winner of my giveaway that I'm supposed to be announcing right this actual minute.
Oh my God. Well, I
Uh,
think it just happened. Hold on a second. Hold on. Hold on. I think it just now happened. So go on with the giveaway.
Let's go. So I have a meme militia that is half a soul meme militia that was bought, and he is the winner, or they are the winner, I should say. Is Papa. So he is the winner of that meme militia NFT from me to him. So he entered in, put his wallet address in there, followed all the stuff, and I want to. He's shown up for so much of the live streams and in these rooms, and hopefully now he can get his own PFP.
Right on, right on. Well, you know what, Papa?
There you
Yeah,
go.
now you can have the meme militia PFP. And what would be really cool is if you somehow did a split screen where you had a meme militia and a giraffe. Just saying, just
That's
throwing it out
awesome.
there. You do whatever you want, you do you. But that
That's
would be
right.
kind of cool. Just saying, that's what I would do. What I would do. So I don't know who to let go first. I mean, I guess you guys could rock, paper, scissors, Boycell and
How do
Wiegand.
we do that?
I don't know
Yeah.
how to do that.
Yeah.
Normally, I would just say you guys
I
have a
think
fist fight, but we can't do that either. So, um,
I would say age before beauty, and clearly he has some years on him. So
oh,
I'll lay the floor.
okay. Shots fired. I guess. All right, Wiegand, you are up. And
Hey,
if
listen.
you want to retaliate, we are open for that. Go for it.
Nah, no retaliation. Oh my
Oh,
God,
Andy's
God. Hold on. You know
graceful.
what
With
happens? You
age
know what
comes
I'll,
happens?
wisdom.
Now he's gonna have to he don't know me. Now he's gonna have to follow me. And
Oh,
that's the no-no.
that's a
He
no-no.
should have went first because you guys got a little taste of my heightness and how shit's gonna happen. And now this is a straight shill space. Oh no, my God. You should have went first. But all love, man.
All
What's
love,
good,
dude.
Joe? Huh?
All love. That's right, Wiegand. What it do? Tell us, man.
Man. So, you know, this project started a year ago in May is when we hit the blockchain and Memorial Day, here in the States. But realistically, it's been growing for years. Like I've been in Web3, I'm working on my fifth year. My one co-founder, same thing, 5 years. My dev, 5 years. My artist, 5 years. And then my other co-founder, we found 3 years ago.
Wow.
So we're a
All
family,
right.
guys. Like your team is a family. We're not just built from Reddit team to put something together and said, "Oh, let's make some money." And we're a solid squad. Like that's a family. I know my men's friggin' daughters, like what they go to school. Like I know their family. They know my family. We say Christmas card. That's where we're at. It's beyond just Web3 shit. You know what I mean? So that's your team. So realistically, the whole time we were building Norwegians and we didn't even know. You know what I mean? Like, guys, I am not a friggin' dev. I'm not an artist. I'm a North Philly street cat because that got caught up in Web3 because COVID hit and I couldn't gamble anymore. If you want the truth, that's the truth. Like, I ain't going to sugarcoat shit. I'm a degenerate. I like to gamble. I got caught up in Web3 because the stock market closed at 4:30, wasn't open on the weekends. I found Doge, I made a bag, and here we are. When I found NFTs, though, I promise you, I swear I did not think I was going to pay my house off with my first purchase at the
Yo,
NFTs. When
Wiegand,
I came
Wiegand,
to,
brother. I just got to
yo,
tell you, man. Welcome home, player. Welcome home. All right. We are kindred spirits, my friend.
yo, this is why we're here. This is it. This is what JJ said to me when we crossed paths. Me and JJ only been talking like a week, 2 weeks, and the vibes are insane, like for real. So, now we're here with the Weekends. We're building this team. Everything's fine. You know what I mean? Now we have a solid core. And we were working this whole way throughout the course of our Web3 journey, but we never knew. We didn't know. When you're in coins, it's cool, but when you're in NFTs, bro, it takes you back to me, when I was a young buck in 1996 collecting cards, opening up packs at the arcade looking for Kobe Bryant, trading Allen Iverson cards with my homie. And that's what the NFTs gave me, right? That's the vibe I get. So again, 4 years in the making, we're watching. Again, man, I don't know anything. I'm learning Web3, right? But what I'm learning in Web3 is what not to do, right? Because I still learn every single day, but I know what not to do. I seen projects that had the potential to be the next motherfucker, but They fucked up. They did this, the greed, this, the lies, this. So that's what I've learned in my journey, everything to do. And then, I'm tired. I'm so tired of, and now I'm a founder by default. So now I understand the back end. And once I got to learn the lingo these cats use, and now I get it, you ain't getting me again. Like I was getting taken advantage by these founders because they were using me to speak here in spaces, pushing their product as they're dumping from me on the other, from other wallets, giving me bullshit tokens, saying, here, this is your bag. I don't know anything. I'm new. So the last time was on Polygon, man. My team, like my one founder lost into the five figures. My other founder, him and his wife got big hit. Dude, I took a couple racks hit. It was one of those things that we just said, this is it. The weekends are born. And here's how easy this is, man. And we minted out in December, and we're coming up on 4 months, bro. When you just gave me your money to mint my weekends, we took your money, we took percentages, we paid the team. We got 13 people on the team. People got paid. We gave 50,000 USD away, but we staked 90 some Solana away. And we have 56, 57 in a hard stake earning, and then we have other Solana just moving in LPs and generating funds. And everything we do, it's all to go back to the WeGen holders, to the staking pool and everything. So we're coming up in April or May will be our fourth consecutive payment. Every payment went up with each month. So we started with 12 cents a WeGen. Now there's 7,000 WeGens. Each WeGen got 12 cents a WeGen, while we added money to the staking pool. So now you see WeGens got this money, more money went to the staking pool. Month two comes around. Shit, now they got 14 cents. More money went to the staking pool. Month three came around. Now they all got 16 cents. And now more money's in the staking pool. So now, like, people are really starting to realize, like, yo, these boys have a plan. It's successful. It's running. Like, it's simple, man. It was the most simple thing. Take the Solana that was given to us from you and put it to work. Not go buy shit, not go sweep floors, not look like a boss, not go take my wife out, not go do. No, it was your money. I'm not building nothing. We have a product and we work. There's no take money and, oh, we're building in the background. 6 months later, we're building. No, come on, man. I'm tired of that shit. I was tired of getting burnt. More importantly, I was tired of my friends getting burnt. Like, because again, I've been in this space for a long time, right? And I've met people throughout the journey. You're seeing people get hit, man, and hurt. And they ain't got that money because they live in Brazil or they live in this island. You know what I mean? And it's crazy. So realistically, the WeGens were just built and on the blockchain to show us, the collectors, the consumers, whatever you want to call us, man, the passion, the ones that drive this, that you can get into a project the most simplest way and your money safe. Because here's the thing, there is no go work for your bags. Why would you work for your bags? You gave me your money. I'll go work for you. Let me go hustle. You know what I mean? This is the job. This is what I signed up for. I signed up to push in for you guys, not for you to push for you. I don't know. So we try to do things different, man. Like, you got to hold 5 regions to earn. We got DAOs. I mean, our DAOs are already paying like big time. We paid 8 times in our DAOs. We do something really unique with our DAOs. Our other founder down there, J Dub, he's like a manager that supplies merch throughout the crazy stores in the United States. And he's a regional manager and he's on our team. So we're lucky enough to have raffle tickets with crazy merch, with crazy NFTs tied to one for $1 a ticket. So we're generating a few Solana per raffle per DAO. And what we do with those DAOs, again, it all goes back. 70% goes to the DAO holders, 20% stays with inside the DAO for future purchases, for delivery charges, because depending where you are, you win merchandise, we got to send it. And then 10% goes to the staking pool. We got a trade store dropping. Money went to the staking pool. Money went back to the regions. It all generates back. There's a very small percentage that comes to the team for a pay, and that's 20% from the staking site, and that's the volume right now from the second sales. Every other stream of revenue that comes into the regions goes to the region holders and the region staking pool for future growth. And that's pretty much it in a nutshell, man. There's no hidden agendas. There's no flashy cards. There's no showing you this shit in the right hand as I'm fucking sliding shit with the left, because we all been a part of this, right? And that's pretty much like the buck stopped here, guys. Like, you know what I mean? Like, come on, we know what's happening. We're getting burnt by 12-year-old fucking kids in their mom's basement around the world because they think shit's cool. Because where I'm from, you play with people's money. It don't end well. But in Web3, it's a whole different thing because they think they're safe because they're around the world. Because I remember voices. You know what I mean? Like shit's crazy, man. Like these cats are too frugal with my fucking bread. And we as men and women, we know this shit and we still give them the money. So who do we get mad at, them or us? You know, like for real. But here at the Weekends, there is none of that, man. You ask everyone. Look, we're trending right now. We're number 72 on the 30-day chart. We don't have no new news. There's no nothing. There's nothing new. It's the same plan. It's the same shit. It's the same shit. It's just people are starting to fucking see. And look what's going on. We're starting to pull away from them projects that we started with. You starting to see, and we're moving up, man. There's a reason why we're 72 in the top in the 30-day trending chart on Magic Eden. We're doing something good. And again, there's no new news. There's nothing. Yo, someone came out. What was the news? What's the FOMO? Why is the floor tripled? People are realizing they see a team that's grinding, they see a community that's moving, they see people see they're not this isn't 2021 where you're going to just throw feet picks up and people are buying bullshit anymore. Times have changed, man, and it's proof of work. At least in my eyes, you got to show me, and that's when you guys come along and JJ comes along, and I'm like, what the hell? And I'm checking out these, and JJ's vibing with us in the space, and we're talking in DMs, and he lives not far from me. And then I came into the space with you, Joe, and you're talking about construction and this. I'm like, yo, I'm literally DMing JJ. I'm like, yo, now I know why you're bullish on your community. I know why you're bullish on us, bro. This is the shit. Like this is like something that was supposed to be, and that's where we're at, man. Yeah. See, I told you should have went first.
Let's fucking go. That's how you open it up. That is how you open it up. Well done. Well done. Well done. Dude, I love the passion, Wiegand. I love it, man. You know what? I don't even know your name, so I guess I'll just keep calling you Wiegand, but
I go by Bar. You can
Bar.
call
All
me
right,
Bar.
Bar.
It's okay.
Yeah, Bar. Love it, man. Love everything you say. You know, this is something I've been, I was talking to my brother about this. Like, you're gonna start hearing about like Web3 murders, bro. For real. Like, you're gonna start hearing about people tracking down somebody who, fucking rugged somebody. Like, you're really hitting the nail on the head there because again, it sounds like you probably came from the type of place where I came from, where,
Yo,
you can get
yo,
killed over
Kensington,
20
North Philly.
bucks, you know?
Listen, you know Kensington, right? You
Oh,
know
of
where
course.
Kensington is? North
Of course
Philly.
I do.
That's where I'm
Yeah.
from. That's where I'm from.
So,
That's where I'm from. So you don't play with
no,
people's
you
money out
don't
there,
play with
man.
someone's money. Exactly. And, it really is one of those, like, it really is one of those things where it, it's gonna have to stop because it is gonna get dangerous. Somebody's gonna get hurt. And one thing I always have been saying in here is, look, humans respond to incentives. And when you incentivize behavior, you get more of it. So if we can incentivize the good behavior, we reward somebody like you, so communities like your community, we reward communities like our community, where things are being done properly and things are being done right, then we'll get more of that. And that will show people, hey, the way to do this is to play the game the straight way. Don't, like you said, don't take money with the right hand and be doing some shit with the left. Um, I really firmly believe that. And so, we have to incentivize the good behavior. And the thing is, in Web3, everything is about individual responsibility. Everybody is responsible for their own actions. And that means it's up to us, it's up to you guys listening right now to reward that good behavior. So go buy 5 Weegens, go lock them up, go stake them, go like go be a part of that community now. That's how we reward that good
Oh,
behavior.
Joe, you don't have to. That's another thing. You don't have to stake. I'm a firm believer in not staking. Something happened to me on the crow chain years ago,
Okay.
and my shit got locked. So you don't have to stake, bro. That's the most simplest thing too. Again, I'm simple, right? My thing is like this. Just listen. When I say delist, delist, because when we go to take a snapshot, if it's on Magic Eden, you can't get credit for it because they take possession. But I want you to sell. I want you to flip. I want you to trade. I want you to make money. I know you need everything. We need everybody in this room. We need the dev. We need the artist. You need
Yep.
the creator. You need the cheaters. You need the FOMOers. You need the fuzzers. You need it all to
That's
make a
right.
successful
Yeah.
project. And to have one successful project, you need another successful project to make an ecosystem work and the blockchain work. So everyone's important. So yes, we don't stake now. I'm saying that now. Now hear me out. This is very important. I don't require you to stake for Solana. Now, what we did was because we bought a trade store, the guy gave me a staking site as well. So it was like, what the hell? And I got it cheaper to pay 2 for 1. So I did it. So what we did was did the softest staking possible, right? And you earn bottom token and friends token as extra reward. If you're staked or not, you still get the Solana, but it's really not staked. You can sell the bitch, you can transfer the shit, even though it's staked. It doesn't even matter. But it's just something extra that we gave to the community. And it's a 6 month second system. And then in 6 months, we'll load it up with some other token, maybe some Gary token for the holders. You know what I mean? Like, and load it up with other communities. So that we have too. And again, like I truly, 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 me and my founders and everything, when we make decisions, man, we make decisions as community people because that's what we really are. We're a community through and through, through in and through out, right? It's just that we were forced to be a founder. So when we're making these decisions for these bags, dude, we got bags too. And let me tell you, I got my bag. I paid for every one of my bags. I think I gave 50 sold to community members for my bag. You know what I mean? Like I bought my bag. I told everyone along the whole way what to buy. There was no hidden agendas. I was preaching what traits to get the whole way. And now people are starting to see it. The traits are starting to go high. I love it, man. Hard work, your dedication. Be who you really are, man. Be the person you are and push your own shit because there's no one in this world that's going to push your shit harder than you. That's it, man. And it's just show up every day. I'm on the mic 18 hours a day, and my community will tell you this. They will. I swear. There's no lie. Like I'm on the Discord. I'm on the mic. I'm everywhere. Driving to work. I'm talking to these guys. My Discord's always packed. Driving to work. I'm talking to these guys. I get to work. We're talking. I'm talking all the way through work. I come home. We're talking. I get off. I have dinner. Do a little bit of this. I come back on at 8. I go back to bed. It's wash and repeat because I'm in the trenches with you guys. I said this from the beginning. I don't look at you guys as founders holders. I don't look founder holders. I look at his family, bro. We're in this together. We're grinding, and I'm grinding for my bag. And everyone that's in this community is attached to me. So you're on my hip by default because you own this shit. And like I said this before, I'm on an elevator, right? I'm on an elevator that goes all the way up. There's infinity. It goes. That's how high it goes, infinity. And on that trip up that I'm taking, there's levels to this shit, and everyone can get on and off at any time, and I don't care. There's no hard feelings, but I'm not done grinding. Like I'm not going to stop until we're number one. I know you guys want to be number one, but listen, I'm from the ever where there is no where competition is good for the soul. Do you know what I mean? Like that's what you competition. Like so, yo, I'm up for the challenge, man, because it's only going to make us better. And guess what? We could be number one, number two all day. We can flip flop every single day. It doesn't matter, man. I'm just tired of my friends getting burnt. That's all this comes down to. Just tired of getting burnt. I want to show people that it can be done simply, just like what you guys are doing. Simple. Let this shit trade for you. Let this shit do for you. Let you go do your shit. That's the most easiest way, man. Time is our greatest enemy. We can never get it back. Never. I don't know, man. I'm high again. I told you you should have went first. I told you you should have went first. You should have went
Nah,
first.
man. You
That's why
know
I wasn't
what? If
clapping
you're
back at
if
you.
you're fucking high and you're talking this way, I love it, dude, because the passion is coming through. Again, man, I hope everyone in here goes and, goes and gets a Ouija and, gets in on this. I really like what you're doing there. I do. So to be honest with you, man, like I wasn't really a big trader. I'm still not really a big trader with like coins or NFTs. Like I've made my money in Web3 with liquidity pools. And starting like I don't know, probably somewhere around like 6 months ago, 5 months, yeah, 5 months ago, probably like 5 months ago. I started to no, yeah, it was 6 months. Yeah, 6 months ago. I started to take clients where I'd like onboard people and like they'd pay me a fee, basically like pay me a flat rate, and then I would just kind of set them up with what I do. Kind of my pitch is always like be the bank, basically. That because when you're a liquidity pool, that's sort of what you are. You're the bank. You're being the bank. And so, I would basically kind of pitch them, hey, I'm going to teach you how to be the bank. So you get paid no matter what. You're always getting fee. You always collect the fees, and you don't need to worry about like trading to try to gain wealth. You can just kind of sit back, let your money sit there, and you collect fees and you don't think about it. You just go about your life. And I was like I said, I started to do that with people, so kind of supplement my income that I get from liquidity pools. But like I think about a project like yours where you're taking people's like Solana, staking it, and then like paying out, right? That's sort of how you're paying out to people, if I follow you correctly.
Yeah, we play the liquidity pools and all that
That's
stuff, and
yeah,
we take the rewards from everything we make, and we come together and we do this weekly. Like J
that's
Dub,
what I
like
think's
he's not just a
perfect. That's perfect.
J Dub is J Dub is not just my merch guy either. He is a token guy. He's hit that's his MO. He
Okay.
just that project we spoke about that he lost all that money was his first ever NFT project,
Okay.
and he lost all that money. But his background is tokenomics, bro. So he's the one. And me and him talking, we move shit around in different LPs and this and this. And everything we do, we just let it sit. And then at the end of the month, we go, okay, this is what we made. Kick this back to our major staking pool, which I think's got 56, 57 total Solana in that.
Okay.
So we add more to that because that always is the target to fill that fucker up.
Yep.
And then we pay the weekends with the rest. And like I said, we have 7,000. We went from 12 cents to 14 cents to 16 cents. And we're going to pay more again this
I
month.
love it.
Like it's just it was simple, guys. It truly was simple. It was take the money and put it to good use. Like there's not no one because this is the blockchain. No one you can't lie, you can't hide nothing. Yo, you can ask us any questions, bro. I'll drop everything on your head, bro. Like serious. There's nothing anyone can say.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
nothing I said to you a month ago, a year ago, today, yesterday, 6 months ago. Nothing changed. It's all the same. It's been the same shit the whole time. Simple. The easiest way I can explain it. Simple.
100%. Well, look, man, I'm gonna move on to the next speaker now. Wiegand, you are the shit, man, and I hope that you will hang around. And I hope that you will also be back with us next week to check in. Because
Oh, absolutely.
loving,
I'm glued to your hip, boys. Me and JJ are working on some shit in the back end to get some giraffes to Ouija holders exclusive. Stay tuned next week. Do do do
love it,
do do do. So yeah, Joe, I'm going nowhere, my guy. You, me, the whole fucking giraffes, cuz we're on this elevator together and we're all going to the top.
love it.
That's the way I see it. I mean,
Yep,
I'm here on the background listening to y'all.
right on, man. Thanks for coming up and speaking with us. We'll go to Boy Cell next, and then we'll go to you, Crete, after that. And then I see we've got Umar Musa. We'll go after that. Boy Cell. What? Oh, Big Boy. Did you have something for us, Big Boy?
Hello? Is this thing on?
Hello, big
Sorry, I
boy.
was just sitting on. I was sitting on the pooper taking a big wee gen, and man, it was quite a speech you got there, buddy. I'm just your friendly neighborhood nerd. My friends call me Boy Sale. I've been in this space for only 89 days as of today, trading NFTs. I launched my own called the Meme Militia, and we got our own skill stacker tokens because, gosh dang it, when I was just a kid, I grew up so poor, so broke, going to so many damn schools, and I didn't have anybody in my corner, and I really wanted to build community, and this whole thing has just been a dream come true, and I learned at a young age how to make six figures, damn right. At 19 years old, I started stacking skills, making 10 bucks an hour, and then $50 an hour, and then $100 an hour, and now I'm all the way up to over $1,000 an hour. Let me see some reactions here in the comments. Who would like to make over $1,000 an hour if I could teach you the skills that have taken me 20 years to learn? Come on, give me a hell yeah. Give me a hell yeah.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
well, let's get to
Hell
it.
yeah.
Because that's what I'm all about. Now, whether you want to be a contractor or you want to be a contractor, because God bless the blue collar man of this country, and God bless Donald Trump. That man has just been amazing. But I just want to bless everybody that's
MAGA.
listening. Listen to this right now. That you have the potential to be anything and anybody that you want to be. You can design your future, and you could be anything. There is nothing stopping you but you. You are the only thing in your way. You are the only thing stopping you from having the success, the breakthrough, and the value and the joy in your life. Now, this isn't going to come easy. Anything that you want in life is hard work. Can I let me hear some hard work. Come on, hard work. Now, I have worked my tail off around the clock for over 20 years to stack so many skills that I am unfireable. I fired my boss, I claimed my income, I found my purpose, and I will never be broke again. Come on, let me hear somebody say, never be broke again.
Never be broke again.
I am done trading time for money. I am done answering to people's demands and orders of when I should show up and what I should wear and how I should do my hair and whether I should have tattoos on my face or not. Damn it, I love being a giraffe, and I will never stop being a giraffe, supporting the giraffe, lifting the giraffe up. They are my family. They are my tower, and I stand on this with my truth and with my belief and with my fire, and I will tell you right now, if you want to change, I got rugged. If you want to change your life, you got to join my community for free. And all you got to do is buy a little skill stacker tokens. And when you verify them skill stacker tokens, you get a nice little email in your inbox that says, hey, guess what? You're part of our family. And you can join our platform where we have people, over 200 people in there right now, adding value to each other, lifting people up, and we do weekly Zoom calls live face-to-face so that you could be empowered and encouraged by the other people in this community. On top of that, because if that's not enough, learning all the education, getting all the courses, having access to our brand hacker certification program where you can become a highly paid, let me hear, highly paid consultant. Who wants to be a highly paid consultant?
Highly paid consultant.
That's right.
Highly
You could be a
paid.
highly paid consultant and get
Hugely
thousands
paid.
of dollars per hour just to help business owners build a brand, whether it's in Web 3, Web 2, Web 1, and if you want, in the fucking Stone Age. All right? So this is what we're going to do. The last thing that we have for you is AI software, because Skill Stacker isn't just a community or education, it's an entire ecosystem. Like I mentioned with the Meme Militia and the Skill Stacker tokens, we have Video Marketing Vault, and we have all kinds of amazing products and softwares that we've built to help you succeed as a brand and help others succeed as a brand. So if you're done accepting the status quo, you're done working a 9-to-5, you want to fire your boss and say, fuck you, man, I own me. I don't work for you. All you got to do is
You,
buy yourself a
man.
little bag of Skill Stacker. And if you want lifetime access forever, then buy yourself 1 million coins if you a big baller. If you got a big bag, then buy yourself 1 million coins and you will be part of our family for life. You don't have to pay $1 into the platform because the platform normally runs $100 to $500 a month, and my Skill Stacker family gets early access to everything. Nothing held back. And that's what I got for you. Mic drop. Follow that up.
Oh my God. Good job. Okay. You know what? That was. I did not think it would be possible, but he did it. So, good job. Well done. Well done. Yeah, that is going to be tough for you, Crete.
Yeah, that was a
But
good fucking job.
yeah, great job there, Boycell. That was just amazing. Um,
All jokes
absolutely
aside,
amazing.
all jokes
I liked
aside,
the or tattoos on my face part.
that's right.
Very good. Yeah.
That's just off the rip.
I'm
But all jokes aside, I appreciate you guys. Jen, you're amazing.
Uh-oh.
I'm wondering.
You went away. You went away. Where'd you go?
I think it's
Where's the church at? Because God, a good preacher, man.
I know. Sounded like a southern preacher.
just your
There's a
friendly neighborhood
somewhere
nerd.
with a crowd.
Boycell, you were rugging a little bit there.
So just your friendly neighborhood nerd.
Right. That was fucking amazing, dude. That was very good. Guys, yeah, if you're not looped in with Boycell's community, do it. He is man, I don't know how to put this. There's not many people in life who can make me who can like really change my course of thinking or make me see things in a different way. Boycell certainly has with me. And that isn't to say that I can't have my mind changed. I can. I'm actually very flexible. You can persuade me. It's just that most people don't. Most people don't. Boycell has. And I'll tell you this, Adrian is a absolute genius when it comes to business development, therefore personal development, and how to grow your brand. And one thing that like he said that sticks out to me, I probably say it to myself every day ever since I've heard him say it, which is you yourself are a brand. You know, I just remember him just saying like, no, Joe, you are a brand. Joe, you are a brand. And it was like one of those simple things, but like super profound. Um, again, I'm sort of taking it out of context, but the context of everything that he was talking at the time was very profound for me. And it really is something I think about every day before I start my podcast or start a space or anything. I'm like, yeah, this is me. This is my brand. I am a brand.
And your
And
brand is what people say about you. That's the other thing.
yeah, yeah. And it's what people say about you. It's how people perceive you. And um, it's just it's profound. It's very profound. And like I said, I can't go a day without really, really noodling over that and thinking about that. So anyway, I really suggest that you guys get involved with Adrian and learn about your brand and how you can start to maximize your income. I didn't
I
know
got
about
so much to share, guys. I'm
I didn't know.
overflowing,
Tell
and
me about the Zoom call. I didn't know about that.
so I do Zoom calls every single week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. We get together inside of the platform. We have live streaming capabilities in there, and then we also do it on Zoom because I've been doing that for 5 years. This community is 5 years old. My Facebook group has about 1,000 people in it, the Skill Stacker group, and I moved them all over to Circle, which is where we live currently until we build our actual Skill Stacker platform, which is actually in the works right now in development. And we do the Monday mentorship. It's like mentorship / motivation calls for accountability and the whole framework for, and then our Tuesdays networking call, and then Wednesdays is our brand hacker program, and I have a free brand hacker training I'm doing on the 24th. I could probably try to type it in here in the chat or in the little purple pill here. I could put it as a comment, but you can sign up for free. It's go.adrianboycell.com. There we go, .com/brand-hacker. And it's a free 90-minute training I'm doing live at my studio. There we go. It just posted. I'm doing live at my studio on the 24th. And I do it
There you
every
go,
week.
guys.
Yep.
There you go. Guys, get in on that. You don't want to miss that. Boycell, awesome, dude. You have anything else for us?
No, just thank you for the time. If you guys are interested in the brand operating system at 4 o'clock today, which this room will probably still be going, I'm going live on Facebook page, which is where most of my following is. And I'm going to be announcing the release of our newest update of the Brand Butler operating system. It's a brand operating system and all the updates and tools and new token system we've implemented into that. So I'm announcing that as well as the brand hacker deal. So that was it. Thank you for the time, Joe.
Okay. Awesome. Make sure you get all your links and stuff up here, please, Adrian, so we can
I can pin
make
it.
sure yeah, please pin all your stuff up there so we can get at you. You too, Weegen, if you have something you want to pin, please pin your messages up there. And by the way, for everyone else in the audience, look at the pinned messages. There's all kinds of giveaways up there. One thing too, I want to draw your attention to, if you look at the, scroll all the way over to the very first pinned message. That's a giveaway that Long Neck Larry is doing. Guys, that is a great giveaway. You can win 325 Gary coin, which is roughly like 77 bucks right now. And only going up. It'll, I'm sure a week from now that'll actually be like 100 bucks. So, yeah, definitely pay attention to that one, guys. Also, you scroll over, you'll see the next one is raffle time. Dunk's not here to describe it, so I'll tell you what it is. You have a chance to win a giraffe. Right now, a giraffe costs $1,000. They are not cheap, but you can get a giraffe right now for half of a Solana. Okay, and you don't just get the giraffe, you also get the 1,000 Gary coin that you need to have along with the giraffe in order to use the stacker agent. So remember when I was explaining it, you need to have the giraffe and the stacker agent. I'm sorry, the giraffe and the Gary coin in order to use the stacker agent. So right now, that's about a $1,250 value, which you can buy a raffle ticket to win that for half of a soul. And there's no limit. You can buy as many tickets as you want. So we've done 2 other raffles. Here's what I'll say. We've done 2 other raffles before, and both times the person that bought a bunch of tickets won. So in both occasions, somebody bought 30% of the tickets, and that person won in both occasions. So um, like I say, that's kind of the alpha play, if you ask me. You know, like if you're gonna go buy a giraffe off the floor right now, just like buying a floor giraffe, you're spending 7.2, 7.3 Solana. And then of course you still have to buy Gary coin, which is going to be another, 250 bucks, little more than 250, like 255 bucks. So, you know, you could take your chances, buy, 6 raffle tickets with 3 soul, and now you got 6 tickets in the kitty. Shit, that ain't bad odds. It's 3 out of 10, roughly, a little under 3 out of 10. I think there's 22 tickets total. So anyway, I'm a giraffe. I can't do math, obviously. Just saying, you can buy a few. Obviously, there's no guarantee to win, but it's a good way. It's a really good way to win something a great value for a very small cost. You know, $60 could turn into $1,260. So anyway, something I hope everyone takes part in. You also need to be following me and Dunk. So it's another thing. And then Reich has a giveaway. You guys can read it there. You basically need to own Gary Coin or one Young to God. You need to follow Reich. You need to follow Gary Club. You need to follow Young to God. And then you have a chance to win 100 Gary Coin and a Young to God NFT. And those are the giveaways going on right now, guys. So, um, yeah, just want to make sure you are all aware of that. Oh, and it looks like Bar also has a giveaway going on too. Jesus, another giveaway. My God. So yeah, Bar has a giveaway. Want to give away this Macho Man tank top. Uh,
And also, if you look on JJ, we have another weekend.
okay.
Pull both of these weekends. I'll pull both of them through the space. Listen, I came home from work. My wife made me go to Target. She made me go to shop. Right, I had to go here. I had to go there. I came home. Was on the phone with Verizon. Now I'm sitting in the grass, Indian style, putting lawn chairs together. Do you know what I mean? So after this space, sometime before dinner, I'll pull both of these giveaways. One's on JJ's spin, and I just put the one up top. But like retweet it, and yeah, it's 2 weekends I'm giving away.
Sounds good. All right, man. Roll right on. There it is. So, guys, there it is. Make sure you are in all of those giveaways. Okay, now we're going to go to our next speaker here, Crete, and then we're going to go to you, Umar, after. Crete, what do you got for us, man? What are you cooking?
What's up, Joe? So, you know me. I like the Launchpad Dripster Dop Fun.
Oh, I do know you,
Um,
man. I like what I hear, guys. Guys, wake up. Listen to this, because this is pretty damn cool. Listen what he's got.
all right, so I gotta say it always. I'm not attached to this team at all. I'm not paid by them to speak here before you right now. Nothing like that. I just really see this as a huge chance for the meme space to change in a couple of ways. So Dripster Dot Fun does things totally different than Pump Rug or any of the other launch pads. You don't just launch a meme coin. You have to design a product. The product is attached to the meme coin. So the one that I'm bringing is today, I think this one's just sick. It's gorgeous. It's a watch. Okay, so it's a luxury watch made by a company called Solios Watches. Okay, it's a solar powered watch. I pinned a tweet up at the top there, but it's a solar powered luxury watch company. So their stuff is really like, I don't do watches, I'm not a watch guy, but these are gorgeous. They're also tied to Solana because one of the clocks, like one of the little inside dials, is timed to the epochs, and it was launched in epoch 773. So the way that this works is you buy a bag of PO, which is proof of history. That's what this token is called because it tracks the proof of history. So proof of history, you grab a bag of 420,000 tokens. As the market cap rises, it has to hit what they call production milestones. So for the watch, it's got a production milestone of $1 million market cap. Once it goes above $1 million market cap, a button will open up on the dripster.fun page for PO, and 100 watches will be claimable. You hit that button if you hold enough, you are going to get sent that watch for free to your door, so long as you're in a country that is supported by it. We found out like Norway doesn't get free shipping. On top of that, you don't just get the product, you also get what they call a claim NFT, which will give you meme holder yield. And what that is 10% of the trading fees that are generated above the production milestone will go towards being given to those 100 who own the claim NFTs. So you'll actually get rev share from the product trading above the production milestone. So if you're a holder and you got in there and you managed to claim one of these, you obviously don't want to just dump your tokens after you hit that claim button, because you need that floor price to hold so that you get rev share from your claim NFT. But if you do want to just dump it, once your claim process is all done, those tokens are still yours. Those 420,000 tokens, you don't trade those in. You're not burning them. You're not redeeming them. You just have to hold them. That's it. All of the production costs and shipping costs are covered by Dripster uh, through their smart contract, and the way that their platform works, their trading fees, the other 90% goes towards that stuff. You can launch whatever you can think of, so long as it can be produced in real life. They have another feature that is called Community Upshare, which a lot of projects have started signing on for now. One of them that I think is really sleeping on it is the figure community. I'm sure we've all seen the action figures. Well, there are 4 of them on the launchpad right now that have used the Community Upshare feature. And what that means is when the token bonds, because all these tokens are just launched on a bonding curve, it's what you already know from Pump Fun, except you're going to get something real from it. So these ones are sitting on the floor essentially right now. When they bond, 3% of the tokens will go towards the Community Upshare feature, which gives the person who created the token gets given 1%. Another 1% goes to the treasury of the project that it's attached to, and the other 1% becomes claimable by holders of that token. So for Figure, if you hold 10,000 Figure tokens, you can go and click claim on or register on all 4 of those products, and when they bond, you'll be able to claim an airdrop, a share of that 1%. The stuff that this launchpad is working on is crazy. I am telling you, stop getting rugged on Pump Fun and go get an actual physical product just for holding and supporting the tokens that you think are good.
Dude, I love that so much. That is so awesome. And, you know, it sounds like, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm following you correctly here, sounds like there's a pretty good opportunity. Like, even if you don't care about the merchandise, like, just kind of like swing trading on the chart. Seems like you'd
Oh,
have a great opportunity there.
oh yeah, like I won't lie, on that Poe one, I was watching for it because I'm into this community. I like what's happening with their launchpad. Their team is very easy to contact and works with people. So they told everyone we have a luxury brand that is going to launch through us, and their product will be available to the holders. So they kind of let everyone know, and then a few days before, they let more people know again, like, don't forget this is coming up. And then they made a tweet about Epoch 773. So me and 2 guys that I know, I messaged a few people, but only 2 of them were really interested. We kind of sat waiting in the hours leading up to Epoch 773 starting, and it was I think an hour or so before it started, they dropped the token, and it was like we all seen it. I got in under, I think it was 4,200 market cap I got in on, and it went to 512,000 so far.
Wow.
So I mean,
Wow.
that was a nice.
Wait,
And I mean,
4,200?
so yeah, they all have a starting market cap of 1.9 thousand.
Okay. And you went from 4,200 to where again? Say again?
The all-time high, I believe, was 512,000. It shows on Axie.
God dang.
On
How many, what's the multiplier on that? What's like,
I think that's like 120x, something like that.
jeez.
There's also like though
Jeez.
I'll say, like, there's a lot of them that are sitting there right now at like 3,000 market cap, and it's the issue they're having obviously is Pump Fund has all of the eyes and
Yep,
attention,
yep,
right? Like
yep.
everyone looks there and knows about that. So like newish launch pads. This launch pad's only been open for, I think they just passed 31 days or something like that. It went live March 17th, and I don't know
It
what day
just
it is
sounds
today.
like such a better opportunity.
Well, yeah, and I mean, like, I don't know anyone on Pump Fund that's actually giving you a product for free, shipping it to your door for free, giving you an NFT that you can later sell on secondary that generates rev share on the trading volume done. Now, with those claim NFTs, I will say it, if the production milestone is 1 million and it holds above that for 15 minutes and you were lucky enough to hit the claim button because there's only 100 products like for the watch, there's only 100 at each milestone,
Okay,
so
gotcha. So you
it,
so and there's no like priority or anything. It's just who first come first serve.
it's whoever it's they said they tried to gamify it. You got to be ready and really click that
Okay.
button quick. Like I got 3 wallets set up for the watch just so that if I'm lucky enough I can claim 3 of them,
Wow.
which would give me one of each color. I personally like the black one the most. I think the purple arm on the black looks fucking sick. But it would give me one of each color of the watch, and I would get 3 claim NFTs, so I would get 3% of the 10% of
Oh,
trading
right.
volume.
Yeah. Okay.
But if that falls below the million market cap, there's no fees generated for those NFTs. You don't get rev share on stuff that if it's got a million production spot and it goes down to 500,000 and it trades a shit ton of volume between 500,000 and 700,000, you ain't getting none of that rev share on that because the point is to get it to hold up there. You're a meme holder yield. That's why you got to hold your meme coins. Don't let the price drop.
So, okay. Also, what happens if you hit a milestone and then like you hit it for 2 days, but then you fall under the milestone on the third day? Can you still claim the merchandise, or what happens then?
It would all go away. Essentially, realistically, if it goes above the production milestone, I figure all 100 of them are going to be gone, right? Like, I don't see it being that they're going to hit the production milestone and people aren't going to hit the claim button
Because
because,
it'll
of
just
course,
happen
people.
so quick. Okay, I
Yeah,
see.
exactly. It's going to happen quick, but you're still going to get the product, and it's going to drop below. The rev share is going to stop, but then let's say it goes above it again, that rev share starts kicking in again.
Okay, got it. Got it.
And then if it goes again, so this one has 1 million production, right? If it goes to 2.5 million, then another 100 get opened up with another 100 claim NFTs that will generate volume or rev share on the volume of trading done above 2.5 million.
Wow. Okay, I see.
So you could stack these claim NFTs for each level and be generating a lot of rev share by having multiple levels of claim NFTs.
Man, that is really cool. That is really, really cool. I love this concept. Um, man, it really gets me thinking. It.
When I seen, because I'll say it, I was not the most optimistic when they announced that it was a watch. Again, I'm not a watch guy,
Sure.
and I was like, oh, it's gonna be some weird looking thing. When I seen that one and how they attached it to Solana through the epoch dial, where it's literally counting down the epochs for you, I thought that was fucking sick. Like, who in Solana that loves
Yeah,
Solana doesn't want to have a Solana synced watch on your
that's
wrist
pretty cool.
that you got for free by holding? Right now, I think it costs $78 or something like that to get a bag big enough to claim a watch. Because it is sitting at a decent market cap. That one is, last I looked, was at 186,000 market cap.
So, okay, and then it needs to get to where?
It needs to hit 1 million for them to be
A
claimable,
million.
but
Okay.
it launched a day and a half or 2 days ago. It's still early in my eyes. The chart I think looks
It's there.
gorgeous.
Okay, it's there in just a day. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, it went up quick. There are issues that the site has. Like they have one whale who just loves everything that comes out
Uh-huh.
and get it really cheap. So he tends to load up on everything.
Okay.
But yeah, so it's like that scares a lot of people. But there's so much stuff they're working on. I just got them to connect with GoFundMemes, which if anybody doesn't know what GoFundMemes is, they are another launch pad that is doing great things. They support their creators, not themselves. Like everyone knows, Pump Rug burns the burns liquidity pool tokens, right? So that's why it's so safe. Everybody knows that. But they keep all of the fees that are earned from those LP rewards. GoFundMemes doesn't do that. They give it back to the community that holds their native token and to creators.
Right.
So I definitely think GoFundMemes is a great one for people to look at. I got them in touch with Dripster because I think it would be hilarious. Dripster launched their own token in the summer. They're planning a TGE event for anybody that likes platform tokens. They are planning one, and I'm trying to get them to launch it through GoFundMemes. Like, why not? They both want to help everybody. They want to stop rugs. Because that's another one, Joe. Like, Boy Cell talked about, like, everybody hates rugs. We all hate
Oh,
rugs.
yeah. It's the
Right?
worst.
That's the one thing that I will tell people all, like, why I think Dripster is so good. You can go launch your token. You can be the creator, launch your token, and be an asshole who deletes all the socials and dumps his bag and all that stuff. That's great. Dripster themselves is still going to make your product if the community supports the token. You don't matter as the team, essentially, in the process of creating that product after the original picture that you upload.
Okay.
They they can take care of all the stuff. So if somebody wanted to CTO it, they can work with the CTO team in the final stages of design for the product. Like,
Dude, that's amazing. Okay, that's very cool. Very,
yeah,
very cool.
so
How roughly do you know? You may, if you don't know, it's fine. I'm just curious if you do. Like, roughly how many users there are?
the Poe watch I think is at like in the 250 holder range. I know my jacket's only we hit like 65 holders. A lot of the people are more focused on it's called Accelerate. Like Dripster launched a product themselves for the Accelerate conference,
Okay.
and they did it on day one, and they didn't really call it what it is. It's just a product. It's their Genesis product. It's the first one that they designed, right? And when they said Genesis product, everybody heard Genesis, and they were like, "Oh, this is like the platform's token." And they've said
Right.
multiple times,
Right.
"This isn't the platform token. We just thought this product was cool." They are going to be at the Accelerate conference, so anybody that's going to that, you'll actually be able to go and talk with the Dripster
Oh,
team.
cool. Okay.
Yeah, so they launched like it's like a pair of Crocs, it looks like, right? And they launched it with the Accelerate ticker. So a lot of people still kind of are focused on that, but this luxury, the watch launch definitely changed that.
Can
There's
you
more people
DM me
looking
the info on the event? Yeah.
Accelerate. Yeah, that's I'll grab you one of Solana's tweets about it. It's
Okay.
like the yeah, it's a big conference I guess they're having at the end of May.
Okay. I don't know. Like, I guess I've just kind of missed that. If you could just forward me something.
It's yeah, for sure. It's Solana themselves like holding this event.
Okay. Well, that's probably why I haven't noticed it then, because I'm normally paying attention to the smaller ones. So, um,
Uh,
okay.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
I
no,
love this. I love this concept. I think it's fantastic. It also just leaves guys, I mean, for the true degens out here, I mean, guys, I don't know if you're thinking what I'm thinking, but I
like
mean, you
I'll
get
tell
some opportunities to farm a fucking chart right here. I mean,
Joe, when I seen the Poe watch go off, all I threw at it was point
okay.
0.4. Point 0.4 at the 4,200 market cap got me 1.2% of the supply.
1 point. Oh my God. Okay.
Okay, a friend, another guy,
Jeez.
he got in. One of the other guys, because like I said, there was three of us watching it, and he actually got in earlier than me because my first initial buy for point 0.4 would have netted me 2%. Okay, that was, but the track
Mm.
didn't go through. It like just too many, like it just didn't go through.
Yeah.
But his got through at the same point. It was just over 3,000 market cap when he bought
Oh
it,
my God.
and he got 4.5%
Oh
for
my
one swap.
God, dude. Guys, that is my mouth is watering. Okay. Like, okay.
He didn't have the same conviction as I did in it. He farmed his bag tote a lot quicker.
Okay.
But he turned his 1 soul, and I think it was 32 soul.
Shit.
Yeah.
Guys. Okay. All right, dude. You know what? I've been sitting on this since last week. And
So I'm
but
not
every
I'm
time you
not
talk about it,
gonna
I get so fucking bullish on this, man. It's such a again, I don't care about
it
the
also
merchandise. I just want to get in there and just start farming charts. I mean,
yeah,
just
yeah,
DGen
I
out. I
get
don't
that.
think I'm gonna sleep again tonight, guys. Damn it. 2 days in a row. Ugh, all right. Okay.
Some of them are crazy cool products. Some of them are a little less, right? Don't get me wrong, but I really think once this catches more eyes and the more people start seeing it, is like I said, like these guys. So they just announced another partnership, I think like an hour ago, with someone called MemeCon. I don't know what that
Oh,
is. Like some
okay.
kind of memes. MemeCon said that they're gonna drop a token on a product on there,
Okay.
right? They put up a competition for me, but they put up a leather jacket and a furry rug, right? Because when everyone was doing those furry logos, someone went on and was like, "Well, how about this furry rug?" And they dropped a Phantom Wallet furry rug on there. I grabbed a little bag of that. 0.15 got me, I think 6 million tokens or something.
Fuck.
Like,
I mean, the thing is, this just feels like the kind of thing if you just go in and just throw just go throw half a soul at everything. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
like
Yeah, and just see what happens.
I'll say I don't need to do that much personally. Like I'm going through and trying to get bags of a quarter soul,
Uh
0.25,
huh.
and if it's under 5,000, that gets you like close to 1%. It's close to one
Okay.
percent. So I mean, like I grabbed the 4 action figures that are linked to the figure community because that the figure token went to 12 million, right? And they're all sitting around frothing at the mouth and getting horny over pictures of these figures when Dripster can actually make them real.
Oh my
There's one
gosh.
there's one on there, I'll tell you, I dropped it because I thought it was fucking hilarious. It's just called Jeet.
Gee.
I'm not pushing it. I'm not pushing it.
Okay.
It needs itself. These can be community tokens, some of them, right? And it's just called
Oh,
Jeet.
so
It's
so
an
you
action.
you dropped it, but you dropped it with as a CTO because
Yeah, it's like it's
you're
on
not
there.
gonna be the dad. Like you don't give a shit. You don't.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, exactly. I don't care what happens to it, but I grabbed a little bag of it because it's a fucking action figure of an Indian guy with a poop emoji,
I
a
love it. Oh
cow,
my god, I love it. Jeet with a poop.
and
Oh my god, dude, that's
yeah,
amazing. Amazing.
and the ticker is Jeet. Like
You better be
I would
careful, man. You're in Canada. You'll get fucking arrested doing
because you don't
doing
even.
some funny shit like that.
I'm sitting out in my car and I'm worried because I got about 18 of them in the fucking 24 units building.
Yeah, right. Yeah, dude. You gonna get the RMCP on you, man. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, that Jeet action figure on my fucking shelf. You're right. I want one of those. Who doesn't? That's into
Yeah,
crypto,
right. Right.
right?
That's amazing.
So,
That's amazing, dude. So okay, so then final question and then we'll move on to you, Umar. Um God dang, man. Did you pin anything up top here? Or oh yeah, I
oh,
see it. I see it there.
I watch up. I'll actually pin because they opened an official account for it. Because, like I said, it's a luxury brand company or watch company, right? They just launched their product through it,
Okay.
and the Dripster team has been handling most of the community stuff for it. It's only been a couple of days, but yeah, this is the where'd it go? This is the official account for Poe. I guess it's Poe. I want keep wanting to say Pooh,
Oh.
but proof of history,
Oh,
right?
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
proof of history is the token, and yeah, I just how do you be in Solana and not a party look and go fuck I want to have
I
one of
know. No, it's
those.
amazing, dude. It's amazing. So, okay, real quick, just tell me that last little. You said your buddy he bought in at a three k a 3K market
Yeah,
cap, and he turned what? What did you say? Point
well,
four.
he kind of fucked himself. So like I'm happy to I'll send it to you, Joe, in the DMs where I sold my little
Okay.
portion. But some of these guys don't clip responsibly, right? You know
Yep.
that. I personally like if I see warning 5% change on the chart, I'll lower myself because I don't want to push it that
Yep.
much. But some of these guys see the top and they're like, "Oh my god, I got a full clip," and that was what he was
Oh,
doing with the low.
so he full clipped.
Not full clipping even, right? He was doing it, but it was not at the full tops, right? And it's
Yeah.
like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
opportunity. Oh, you went early again. Oh, you did it early again. And it's like, we got one guy, the other guy in the group. I feel bad for him. He's a good guy, but he left it. This is why I don't use bots. I don't use bots. I do everything
I never
manually.
use bots. I never use bots.
Fuck
Yeah.
no, fuck no, because he had it set, and whatever he had it set to was wrong. Somebody did the huge pump to get the all-time high,
Uh,
and he sold like a minute before that,
oh,
and then it was set to buy again because he
so he
thought it was
top
going to dip a little.
blasted. So he sold.
Yeah, he
Oh,
popped,
fuck.
yeah, and he's devastated,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But,
He's Mizzo. Yeah.
but yeah, like my bag that I threw point 0.4 into, I made 11 soul from it, and I still have half of my bag.
Damn, dude. Oh, man.
Yeah,
Okay, Creep. You know what? I'm going to jump in there with you. I'm going to jump in there with you, man, and mix it up with you. So,
yeah, I like, and I again, that's why I wanted to talk to Gary about the community upshare part, right? Because the people are launching other stuff that's attached to your project.
oh, are they?
It's
Okay.
go back go back to the giraffes and look and go, well, what are these giraffes, right? And the treasury can gain from it, that can give it out to the DAO, that can claim products. Like, you guys could capitalize on this thing like before others really start to notice
Yeah.
it.
Right. Right.
But I get where it comes from, like not diverting attention away from
Yeah, I can
giraffe.
just tell you, I
I
can just
oh,
tell you right now, Gary is not going to be interested in that at all.
oh
Yeah, I
I'm
just
a,
not like I don't even mean to like be rude or anything. I just know he he, and it's not even about like diverting attention. He just doesn't want to be tied to anything else, and which I totally understand too. So
yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
um, I mean,
Can't wait for that.
he's like, Boycill's still in here. I don't even know the brand, but I know Boycill went to Gary with like a household name type brand, like something like that. And even there, he was still like, no. And again, it's not like um, anything negative or bad on Gary. I get it. He's got to be super 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 careful. There's so many things that can trust is hard to build, but very easy to lose. And
Oh yeah.
you can lose it, especially in his position. He can lose trust if he ties himself to another company and like he doesn't even do anything, just they do something, then that can impact him. And then by extension, it hurts all of us giraffe holders, So um, I totally understand his position on it, you know.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I get.
But I'm gonna cook with you, man. So
Fuck
I'm
yeah,
gonna
buddy.
fox with you.
I'll I'll let you know what ones I
Well, that's
picked
what
up
I want.
already.
Yeah, I want to like see like what you've already got in on, and I'll come. I'll be your exit liquidity. I'll,
No, that's the thing. So that's what I mean. Like for me, I'm not really in it for the money side. Like if I say to people,
don't
well, if I
ever
want,
live by a school. Did you just hear that horn? Don't ever live by a school. By the way, don't know if you heard that. That was annoying. Sorry.
but yeah, like if I wanted to be rich, I'd be out on the other side of this stuff, just scamming people, right?
Oh
It's
yeah,
so easy.
yeah, sure.
That for me, the money side isn't where it's at. I really think this tech is fucking
Oh, I
crazy.
do too. I think
Like,
this is amazing. I think that
the,
this is one of those things that's really going to catch on, and
yeah,
I just want
exactly.
to use it because you know, these things, it's like when you're an early adopter, you get airdrops and stuff like that. So
I also you're gonna see, because there is a lot of talk in the community. People are like upset that you can get so much for so cheap, but that's just because nobody's bundled any launches on it, right? Like it's all these are every token is just a fair launch. It's dropped at 1.9K. The developer still doesn't even have the option to do like an initial buy
oh,
as the
really?
token
You
drops.
can't do an initial buy as the dev? So
No,
what's your
not yet.
incentive as the dev?
That's what. Well, that's you drop it quietly. Hopefully, nobody really notices in the first minute, and you go make your
Ooh,
big buy that you
gotcha.
want to do.
Okay, okay, okay.
Right. But if you know Pump Fun, when you drop on Pump Fun, there's like a little window
Yes,
pops
yes,
up
where
with.
you can buy. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's still not a thing yet. So they're all just pure fair launches, and if you are early enough, you get to be that. Everybody wants that. That's the funniest one to me too. Everybody wants to be in early on, so that they get a massive amount for next to nothing.
Yep.
And they're all just there waiting for. They're all nobody's really picked up on that yet. Even the main community, they haven't picked up on these are going to end eventually, and secure your bag now, right? For the little bit that you're throwing into it, the return can be fucking crazy.
Man, man, oh man. Like I said, dude, you've got my mouth watering. So, brother,
Mission
yep.
accomplished.
No, I'm in. You've won yourself over a convert. You know me, dude. I'm always looking to get my beak wet. So,
Like, because I do. This is they've already said it. This is the first month, right? So if like, or this is the second month we're entering. They have stuff planned for the whole month. Uh, if they did the watch just like that, Meme Con, that's going to drop their own product before a meme coin conference that they're hosting, what do you think that one's going to do? It's going to be the same
mm-mm.
sort of. So
Yeah.
they're now, I'll say it because I looked at the tweet. Their conference is June 4th to the 6th. So I imagine it'll be before that they drop it. But yeah, man, I'll be keeping it updated on that one, because I'm gonna throw more than 0.4 at it this time.
Love it, man. Freaking love it. Well, again, thank you for coming in, taking the time, Crete. I hope you'll hang around. We're gonna run to Umar, and if there's anyone else, I see we got a couple other people in here: Cusco, Piff, Phil, BK Born, RP Rip, EJC, Pirates, Tom. Fuck around and find out. Any of you guys want to come up and you have something you want to shill, please just request. I'll bring you up. Big Boy, did you have something too? Big Boy? Big Boy fell asleep. Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh, big. Yeah, there you are.
I just accidentally hit it, bro.
Oh, okay. No worries. No worries. We got you here, man. Look, I respect the stacker agent. I see the stacker and I say, oh, no. He comes up no matter what.
Yeah, he started to try, big boy.
Yeah, exactly, dude. And your name's Big Boy. So,
Right
you
up.
know,
That is
it's
that
all
is a
good.
good stacker that
Oh,
you
Yeah,
got
that's a
there.
very good stacker. Big boy.
ain't
Such a big boy.
he pretty boy? Ain't he pretty boy?
GI, GI.
Yeah,
All right.
big G, big G's up in here, big G. Yeah, yeah. I'm
Well,
just listening, brother. I'm just listening.
all good, player.
I'm out.
Umar. Umar Musaro. Umar Musaro. What is up? Umar, if you're speaking, you are still muted. We can't hear you. Or you're just deep into a chart degening, which I can also appreciate. Umar going once, twice, and yep. See, bearded bong man must have given Umar some of Larry's loud
It is
pack.
Friday, you know.
Yeah, yeah. Well, you know, we have bearded bong man in here, and you know, long neck Larry. They've been getting everyone stoned all day. I mean, look at how you started the day off, Dunk. You damn degenerate.
I was like at
So,
that was like really early this morning though.
Yeah, you can't even remember. Look at you. That was like, you even said it like a goddamn stoner. That was like really early this morning. I couldn't. Jesus, you're still stoned. Okay. Ugh. Marijuana is a scourge on humanity. You guys are terrible. All right. Well, sorry, Umar. He hit that that bearded pact, and now he's afraid to come up and speak. Is what it is. Guys, this was a great chill space, per usual. Crete, dude, I cannot wait to get into those charts and start DJing out with you.
Yeah, that stuff sounds really cool. Like I could see
It
how if you
does,
just get
yeah.
if you get in right at the very beginning, I see how like it
Dude, you could make a kid. It would be like,
if
you
there's
know what it
not
would
enough
be like? It's
enough
like getting on
afters
Pump Fun when it's
before it
really
bounces.
good and
Before it
like being
bounces.
in on the bonding curve.
Yep.
Well, here and here's the thing with that one, Joe. So, Pump Fun has so much eyes on it, right?
Exactly.
Dripster still doesn't,
Right.
but it's a bonding curve the same way. I've tried to explain this to the
Okay.
Dripster community.
Okay.
Really tried.
I missed that part. I didn't even realize
What?
that. Okay.
So here's what it is. If what they really need to do is the whole community needs to come together and pick one token a
Yep.
day. We'll
Yep.
say one token a day. Start at the oldest one, the first ones that were launched. Who cares what the product is?
Doesn't
If
even
you guys are
fucking
just
matter. Exactly.
if you're just wanting to max extract, that does not matter what the product is. You're going to pick one token. Everybody's going to push into it, bond it, get it to bond, because once it bonds, it leaves the Dripster platform and
To
migrates
like
to
radium.
Radium.
Okay. So
That on
at first you need to trade inside the Dripster platform.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
the thing. You can't like
Ah,
I
okay. So I
Well,
can't
is it?
just put a CA into Phantom and find it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah now I can as soon as it's
Sure, of
bonded.
course.
As
Yeah.
soon as the proof of history watch, you guys can go buy that with whatever you want, whatever bot you want to use, whatever. But until it bonds, you have to buy on dripster.fi.
Okay.
But I'm trying to explain to them, they're only the people that are using the launchpad are really seeing these tokens. But once they bond and move to Radium, then people see here's a new pool. And there are people that watch for that stuff. And
Oh, it's not
so
even
far,
just people, dude. There's bots. There's bots that buy
e-
every single new token.
exactly. So far, because this is an issue they have, they've only had 4 tokens bond. Okay. But each one of those 4 tokens pumped to a minimum of 200,000. First one went to just under 1 million. The second one went to, I think it was 350,000, and the third one went to around like 250. Okay, now this last one went again. That was the watch went to, from what I see on Deck Screener, it's like 492 or something. But Axiom, I guess, shows 512 because that's what my buddy bought in at top blasted at 512. Sorry, Trash Panda. It's horrible to laugh at you for that. He's a good guy. Felix is actually in here. That's cool. Felix is one of the team members for Dripster. If you had any like wanted to bring him up and actually ask him any questions, but he's a fucking G.
Yeah, Felix, if you
Um,
want to come on up here, you can come up because I'm about to kill the space. But you want to come on up, please. Would definitely like to chat at you for a minute. And by the way, everybody, everyone here, make sure you guys are all following all the speakers and you know, um,
but yeah, what you could do is
follow me, guys, and turn on your noties so you guys know when I'm throwing the next space too. I host a daily space. Everybody, sorry about that. Go ahead, Crete.
oh no, just they can't really grasp the when I tell them like once it bonds and moves to Radium and all that other stuff starts buying into it and pumping it, all of the Dripster community could then just be like, okay, time to dump my
Right.
bag, and rotate that into the
I
next
mean,
one.
I mean,
Event
there you could do
enough
some really
eyes.
good, like, coordinated buys with that. But I tried for about
Oh,
2 days to do
one,
coordinated buys with some people. It's like herding
yeah,
cats, like
that's it's a monumental
dude,
task to
it's
get.
herding fucking cats. It really is.
Yeah.
And like, I had a really like, it was an easy play. It was, basically what I was telling people to do is, hey, let's all like come find a, like a meeting point in a Discord room. then we would all go and we would go buy, perps on like,
Yeah,
whatever.
remember that
Yeah.
discussion.
And then it was just like, okay, and then go back and buy the underlying asset and then go sell the perps, and you could like rotate it both ways. Anyway, just like it just wasn't going to happen for a number of reasons. So I just, kiboshed it right
Yeah,
away. But, this is one of those things where it's like, dude, this is a play where I feel like once they get noticed, we'll get all kinds of max extract plays out of this. Because
oh
these are going to be like right in that range of hitting that like 500,000 mark. Now, there's also the timeline factor too. For a good max extract, it needs to be in 12 hours. So, it's
yeah,
probably going to
that's
like
where
depend on the products and shit too, so, but it feels like this is the kind of thing that'll totally have, like a good, once someone makes some good product that everyone wants and they have the users, it seems like they don't have the users yet. So, that's the other
yeah.
thing.
Once more eyes get on the launch pad,
Yeah.
more people
Yeah.
are seeing. I keep trying to do it. Like I'm out here shilling like a motherfucker at all these shitfluencers that drop a fucking pump rug on their followers. It's like, what man? Just go make a product and launch it on here. Followers will get something more than a
Yeah,
bag of dust
that's
when you.
why I'm trying to, up my status here and trying to, get, I look, I love running these spaces and all that, like, because the actual influence, like you said, the shitfluencers out there, they suck, and
Yeah,
they
this gives them this
they fuck
even
people
if the
over.
dev even if the dev like rugs, quote unquote, I mean they
Right.
kind of can't really rug because they didn't have any like buy tokens, at the beginning, except for just buying it. They may be the first people to buy it, but the devs can't really rug because at that point anybody would just be able to push it up to bonding, and at the point when they're going to be able to claim the product, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Exactly. So it's like, yeah, you can't. Once you make that picture, that's all they need from you. Felix can explain it. Their AI takes your picture and will like figure out what producer or manufacturers to use because they have over 200 manufacturers across 4
Let me
continents
let me
to make.
just tell you something real quick about how much I believe in AI now. Not only did I already believe in it, which is why I like, full ported into Giraffe, so I was already a big AI guy, but like I said, well, I guess I'm not going to sleep again tonight. Last night, dude, with the help of AI, I fucking coded my own AI agent, bro. Like coded my own AI agent. And, I'm the kind of guy who, 10 years ago, I had trouble sending a fucking email. All right. So, Chat GPT basically walked me through how to do something which is on the, not the leading edge, but the bleeding edge of, computer technology right now. It's like me, someone who has never written a line of code in his life, basically gave me a step by step guide and like, there were all kinds of mistakes and it would help me fix the mistakes. I'd basically just take a picture of my screen and it'd be like, oh yeah, do this and this and this. Would you like me to put it in a file for you? It's like, wow, it was incredible, man. So big believer in it. Sorry if you're a computer programmer too, because looks like AI's kind of got that on lock. Uh,
Yeah, no,
Felix,
Yo, yo, yo.
hey dude, talk to us, man. I'm loving your platform, bro.
Thank you, thank you. Looks like Creed has been shilling it on your space.
Well, Crete's like me, so like I'm not the dev or anything for the giraffe community. I'm
Gotcha.
just a I'm just a big cheerleader. So Crete's like me.
Nice.
We're both just we like to shill. We're both degens and when we find something we like it.
Oh, that's awesome. No, Creed has been a legend on the timeline. Just earlier, I think he got us on a thread with the GFM co-founders, and now we've just been talking with them in the DM. So it's just cool, man. You guys are doing amazing stuff for projects like us.
Yeah, bro. I really like what you got going there, dude.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, I see. One of my other guys, Christian, is following you too. Okay, cool. Yeah, Christian's he's like my little brother.
For real.
Yeah, dude. Like been over to my house and like I love
Nice.
Christian. Yeah. Um, he was in a community with me a while back, and we
Nice.
we were there from like day one, and pretty much like ran this coin fucking to the moon, bro. It was
Fuck yeah, dude.
so amazing, bro. It was so special. Took this thing from like nothing, made at its highest point, it made it all the way to 72 mil market cap.
Holy
It's
shit.
fucking amazing, bro. Fucking amazing. So that was, it was an emotional roller coaster too, because on day one it ran up to like 54 million, and then you wake up in the morning and it was down to 3 million.
Oh.
Then yeah, dude, one
Yeah.
of those where you
Yeah,
really feel
dude.
alive, and and I'm like sitting at the foot of my bed like, what the fuck, dude, what the fuck, because I totally top blasted on that. So I had pretty much just set 20 grand on fire, and just like, okay, well, you know what, no one else is starting a space, guess I'm going to. And I spun a space up, and people came in, and the next like month, bro, we ran that shit all the way up to 72 million. It was so amazing, dude. It was CTO. It was awesome.
Shit.
Yeah.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Pretty cool shit.
Yeah, it's cool to meet people like that. Happened to me as well. You know, you kind of build these relationships with people on CT, and yeah, it looks like you actually live close to Christian, but yeah, it's just awesome to meet people, and you know, you actually build relationship with them through in each projects.
Exactly.
It's a lot of fun.
So what do you do for Dripster? You're just like I'm guessing you're the AI digital art guy?
Yeah, yeah, sorta. I'm a cultural researcher, so I just do a bunch of research on AI, on the internet, on meme coins as well, and I kind of bring that into the project and make sure there's like a cultural fit, and especially for like crypto launchpads, you know, like the degen, the trenches, like it's quite particular, and I kind of make the bridge like through the to the dev team, you know, so they can actually build useful shit for us people of the trenches. So that's kind of my work, but also I do like some growth stuff, some marketing, all the community management, all the posts, like all
I feel like
the,
that would be
the
a like how do you get that job? I feel like I'd be good at that job.
dude.
Where I tell devs like,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
no, dude, you're way too geeky and you don't understand it. Let me explain here,
Yeah,
okay?
it's a
We
good
we like
question.
Lambos,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
like how do you, because you get to be that guy, right? You basically get to be
That's
that guy.
exactly it. Yeah, I represent
Yeah.
like the culture, and
Oh,
like the first job I had was like for this. It was with the same company, and it was called Lighthouse. It was like a metaverse search engine back when
okay.
the metaverse kind of popped up with Decentraland, the Sandbox, Monoverse, like
Yeah, yeah.
all these worlds. So my job was, well, my background is in 3D animation and digital design, so I kind of had like this virtual world expertise, which I still have, you know, and I still enjoy kind of learning about these virtual worlds, and they're kind of, you know, central to the AI agent ecosystem right now.
Yep.
But anyways, that's how I got this job. You know, I kind of got lucky. Like a friend of a friend, like was working on a big seed round for crypto projects here in Montreal, and he kind of knew I had like this interest for like crypto art at the time and NFTs, and kind of brought me in, and there was like a sort of a fit, you know, because before that they didn't really have someone that could, you know, talk for the culture and talk for the community. So
Yeah.
like I just took that job as like an intern and just flipped that into like a full-time position in the company. And
Nice.
that was the start of it all like 3 years ago. And since then, like we built that first project, we had to pivot to another one because the space died off. So that's when we built offscript, which is like the AI manufacturing backbone of Dripster. And
Okay.
just recently, like 2 months ago, I think we started working on Dripster. So bringing that manufacturing expertise to Web3, and starting to really dive into the launchpad side of things with coins and with all the physical products ideas.
Man, I need to start getting my fucking shit together, Felix. Like I bring so much from the like from the real world. I used to build custom homes. Um
Yeah,
so, I you would know most of my clients that, like a lot of them were like I live in LA, so a lot of them were
shit.
like movie stars. I that was like the level of building I did. And that just like project managing like a $10 million budget,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
being on a timeline, and it's the same kind of project management you have with computers. Even you've got critical path, you've got your like flow chart, you've got your Gantt chart, like
yeah,
all
yeah.
these like new ideas of project management, like all these new methodologies totally
Dude,
apply, like Scrum
it's
and
just the same
Agile.
thing.
It's the same shit.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah.
same shit.
And with AI,
And
like you mentioned, you can do a lot with AI these days. So
yeah, well,
it's the
well, now
same
with
expertise.
AI, that's the thing. Like I literally just coded my own AI agent yesterday. And again, like not a I'm not a I'm not a developer, and my wife is analyst. She's a senior analyst for the county of San Bernardino. So, I guess I always have her if I need to ask like technical questions. But again, that's just like not really my background. I'm a degen. Like
Yeah.
I
Well,
I play poker, and
to me, that's
you
the
know
special thing, like in this realm, like my job, like it's basically work as like a business developer. But like what gives me the power to understand like these realms is the culture, so I think
right, is the culture.
you're not
Yeah.
alone, like I'm definitely a degen, but I do
Right.
have like the
Right.
job that brings me like some sort of stability, and I can interact with this space on a daily basis and kind of justify it. But even when I took a break from the job, like I still
You're
came in
just
here
back
every
here.
day,
Yeah.
and
Right.
I just
Exactly.
I do this stuff like that. That's what I do. So
I love it. Yeah. No, like I had a so I Kane, he's the synthetics guy, Infinex guy. He's got a big profile. That's Kain. Um he did this synthetics token on base, and then he started this new company, Infinex. It's all about like chain abstraction.
yeah, nice.
Um, anyway, he's great. He's like great. Everything that guy touches turns to gold. But he made a hat, and this is like back when that one meme coin, like dog with hat,
Yeah,
was getting like really popular.
yeah, that was crazy.
And yeah, that again, just like just the way memes work, right? It's amazing. He made a hat at the time that said meme investor, and I was like, oh my god, that's me. And like everyone was like working so hard to get this hat, that just said meme investor. And I was like, bro, this is fucking amazing. So um you know after I got one, and then after I was going to one of those conferences, it was like I went to ETH Bucharest in Romania, and like for my job title on the little placard thing you wear around your neck, it was meme investor.
Nice.
And so now like I always put that down now, like whenever I need to put like occupation, just meme investor, dude. It's just like it's so, just like culture shit. I just love it, dude.
Yeah,
Fucking love it.
it's a fun title for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel bad.
So
Like I also do like a retail investing on the stock market, and like I don't feel I have the credentials to call myself like an investor. So I do like to call myself a meme investor as well. It takes away
yeah,
the
exactly.
seriousness of it. But even then, I'm
Right,
not the
right.
most successful trader. So I'm gonna
Yeah,
stick
no,
to cultural research, I think.
I've made so like honestly, man, the way I've made my money in Web3 is liquidity pools.
For real.
Yeah, yeah, that's I've made my money in liquidity pools, and um, it's safe. It's well, about as safe as you can get in Web3,
Mm-hmm.
and you know what you're gonna make each day, and for me, it was just a matter of like, okay, I need to have X amount if I want to make X amount,
Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
and yeah, I've just done that, and then a little bit of trading here and there, but like again, like I'm a degen, so like my trading isn't really trading; it's just gambling.
It's the casino.
I'm always I'm throwing Hail Marys and trying to win the lotto. I'm like,
Oh
okay,
shit.
so if I throw in 5 grand on this and it does a 10x, like it's ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
just horrible. It's horrible actually. So but I've had some wins here and there, I guess, which kind of keep me, degenning out here and there. But for the most part,
Yeah.
I'm just like in the giraffe community. That's been killing it. Um, I don't know if Crete's really told you much about that. Like the whole thing with the giraffe is we're building a AI agent that will trade for you on the Solana blockchain.
Yeah, that's dope, man.
Yeah. So that thing's like, and it's doing so good right now while it's in test net. Like, the very first like published 24-hour results for it were 3.8x. So,
Jeez.
start with one soul in the day with 3.8,
That's
and
pretty good.
like pretty fucking good. Yeah. And the thing for me is like I always say, like, I do a daily space, and I'm always telling people, I'm like, look, if you start with one Solana and you grow 10% a day and you just let your money ride, you just let it compound, every 24 hours, and keep it in somewhere around day 105, 106, 107, somewhere in there, starting with, one Solana, $130, you're a millionaire.
Yeah, it
So,
accelerates.
yep. So I'm like, that's the alpha play, and the thing is, we'll see how many people will actually do it. My guess is once someone like gets their bag to like 10 grand, 17 grand, they're gonna go, oh shit, that's real money, and pull it out, and rather than like let it keep riding, they'll take 10, 15 grand instead of letting it go. But see, that's where the degen in me comes.
Yeah, and you're
So
probably gonna just full port it on a shitter and lose it all.
yeah, yeah, right, exactly. I'll full port on some
Yeah.
pump fund coin and be
That's
like,
likely to
oh,
happen.
damn it, I just lost 70 grand. Fuck. Yeah, and it won't be the first time that that's happened, by the way, so, you know, yeah, dude. That's why I say, like, in my bio, turn 90 grand into $138.46.
That's pretty funny.
Ask me how. These results can be yours.
Nice. Well, you got a rug, so you're part of the trenches.
Oh yeah, dude, I've been rugged, stolen from, everything. The way I've like always looked at it, I'm like, it's like buying a college degree, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
You're I didn't go to college, so if I did go to college, that would have been how much I spent on tuition. So there it is, so like everyone's been rugged at one point, and it's like a rite of passage in Web3. Like
yeah. Good
they
amount
say, like,
of
you don't,
XP.
like, you haven't been in business until you've been sued. There's
Yeah,
like all
yeah,
those
yeah.
like sayings. It's like, well, you haven't been in Web3 until you've been rugged.
The trench version of
Like,
that.
yeah, you're not really in the trenches until you've been rugged at least twice.
Yeah. You have to lock in.
Yep.
That's why you need the proof of history watch. You have to stay in sync with the chain.
Dude, that's right. You know what? I want to get one of those proof of history
Dude, it's
watches,
cheap right now.
actually.
It's 420K POH. It's like a 0.5 SOL right now.
Ooh,
It's not a lot. If it moves, it's gonna become an expensive watch.
You know what? I'm gonna go get in it. I'm in it. I can't afford to be late.
Yeah, same. I
The
can't
time
afford to
is
lose.
now.
Yeah, need to be epoch synced to the chain.
I love it. No, it's true, man. You do.
It's very
You
the watch
do.
is very sick. It's even solar powered. I'm not sure if Creed told you that.
Oh, I see. Even Artie is following you guys.
Yeah, you can go look
Okay.
in the Dripster account. Like, there's a lot of big accounts following us.
Dude,
Yeah,
totally follows
I know
them.
Artie. It's pretty cool.
Totally follows them. Solana follows them. Like
Crazy,
the biggest name.
man. Well, it's just a matter of time until you guys hit it big.
Yeah,
Yeah, it really.
I'm confident as well. Like, today and yesterday was like super slow day in the trench. Like, from my perspective, just not much happening. I'm just ready to just show up every day and grind it out. And when the space picks up again, like, it's gonna get crazy.
Oh yeah, I agree. I agree. And one thing I keep saying too is like, we're obviously in a totally like bearish market right now. If you remember any of the last, cycles, you know, you know how it is. Once things start to get like hot and pick up, everyone starts, you know, it's all over the news. Everyone starts talking about it, and then you get all kinds of new retail liquidity in because everyone wants to, you know, come try to buy the next NFT or coin or whatever. And we're if you're going off the last cycles right now, we're like 300 days away from the peak. If you were to go off the last two cycles, we're somewhere like 280, 300 days away um, from the peak of the halving. So, you know, I imagine sometime in the next like 2 to 3 months, we'll start really, really picking up steam, and that'll be when we start climbing to our new all-time highs.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much aligned with that. I think, still have some
Yeah.
gas in the tank, but I think it's
Yeah.
still a bearish market for now.
Oh yeah. Still, it's going to stay that way for a little while, but again, if you just look at the last two cycles, and assuming that we're going to keep following that cycle, which it appears that we are, things like are, following pretty close at least. So, um, I imagine we're going to be, like I say, somewhere around 9 months from now, 9 to 10 months from now, will be the new all-time high. And, we'll probably start that climb, somewhere. I thought it was going to be this month. I thought it was going to be like kind of how it was in 2021. We're like March, April, we're like super, super hot. Um, but, now I've kind of readjusted that to thinking it's going to be more summertime,
Yeah,
and that'll
usually in
be,
the
yeah.
spring, the seasonality is pretty good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, let's pray the trench gods.
Exactly. That's exactly it. Oh, here's Laser Ace. Well, it's good
So
speaking
Blazer.
with you, Felix.
Yeah, likewise, man. Thanks for having me. It's fun
Yeah,
to
of
chill
course, dude.
on a Friday night, Friday evening.
Yeah, I just gave you a follow. Hit me back. I'll
Yeah,
DM
gotcha.
you some stuff, man.
Gotcha, man.
you some DMs. Laser, what's up, dude? I'm wearing your necklace right now, bro.
What's up? Listen, man, it's Friday night. I just finished work. I'm like tired of work. I'm listening to the Joe. I see Dunk. I see all the homies. I see the giraffes. I see everybody here killing their project. But listen, number one thing, if you're on this space, you gotta retweet, follow the host, follow everybody here. You gotta put some comments, tag your homies. You gotta put some love on that, man. You're on Friday. You're trying to make the best out of it, right?
Come
For those
on.
that celebrate
It's
Easter. Happy
Friday. It's
Easter.
Friday. It's
It's Good
slow,
Friday.
guys.
It's slow.
Yeah, it's
Come
Good
on.
Friday. Come on. It's
Good
slow.
Friday, man. You're over
Don't make it
here
a
twiddling
bad
your
Friday. It's a
fingers.
good Friday. Come
Exactly. They're
on
twiddling
now.
their fingers over here, man.
What's going
Listen,
on
y'all.
with you guys?
Exactly. Want to be millionaires of the future. You got to start with the fingers and start working those exercises right now. But man,
That's
I'm
right.
here to chill Gary. I'm here to chill Gary. I'm here to chill giraffes. Let me tell you this. There's no community that I've ever seen that's not only have the great podcast, that has the great feedback, the great host, the great coach, the great leader. I mean, this is where it's at, man. If you look at the charts, I mean, the number tells it by itself. I'll tell you this. One thing that people try their best. Yes, you're going to try your money. You're going to try to earn. But one thing that is very key to the ingredient, and we talk this, the secret sauce, is the community. And this community right here, all over the place, all over the country, all over USA, all over around the world, man. And that's why I'm thankfully, I'm able to change my PFP every time I come in. But man, I'm so happy, and it makes my day because it's one of those spaces, man. Not only they work hard, they grind hard, but they live it. So guys, if you don't
Grinding.
know, they're grinding. They're leaving the trail of history for everybody else. Man, when my kids grow up, I want them to have each of them to have a Gary as well, a giraffe. So I'm saving that up. So listen, I need you guys to really tune in. If you're coming into this space and only chilling your project, that's great. We accept that. But I would say do some research on the Gary. So hey, I'm chilling Gary today.
That's it, man. That's where it's at, guys. If you want, look, question. Um, True or false? No chart has done better than Gary Coin from year to date. True or false?
I think that's
True.
a fact right there.
Yeah,
Fact.
that's just a fact. That is a mathematical fact. True or false? Both Gary Coin and Giraffe Tower NFT have outperformed Bitcoin year to date or over the last 6 months.
True, man. True.
That
I've
is
Facts
seen
right
it.
true.
there.
That is
Facts.
true. True. True or false? We have outperformed ETH, Solana, Pingu, fucking name any coin. True or false?
I'm gonna go with
True.
true.
That
Me
is
too.
true. That is true. That is true. Guys, that's just true. So if you can find me a chart that beats Gary, I will send you $20 right now. Send you $20. Find
So
me a chart that beats Gary on a year to date. Go six or even go 6 months. Find me a chart, and I will send you 20 USDC right now.
I'll add the 22 with you, Joe, on this. Make it 40.
There you go. $40. You'll get $40 if you can beat that. What's up, Brianna? I see you there. How are you? Good to see you, girl. We're in here trying to make people rich. Come on now. Nope, no takers. Exactly. Silence. Silence. So me, both me and JJ have put posts up where we're basically like offering that. JJ went even more crazy with it. I think he like offered a whole soul.
He went a whole
And,
soul. I
I
mean,
think
it was a
so.
good bet. You know, it's not really a risk.
It's not really a risk because we have outperformed everything. So, but I guess like someone found like some obscure ass like micro cap, and oh, and it was close. It was close, but then he goes like, but then once I forgot what it was. Like it was only good for like a week period or something, like 1 week or
They,
something where it
when
had
in doubt, zoom
outperformed.
out. When in doubt, zoom
Yeah,
out.
exactly. Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you just can't find anything, bro. I keep saying it like the PFP I'm wearing right now. that is up 1,007, well, more plus than 1,750%. So,
I just was
um,
looking in my I had some dust in my Coinbase account, and there was some XRP in there, and I didn't realize it turned into $20, and I needed to really quickly flip that into some Solana to send that over and buy some Gary. So that was a close one because I could have missed out on some gains right there. You know, so now I'm gonna flip it into Gary and actually make those gains.
Don't lose on those gains,
I'm
man.
gonna do it
Don't
right
lose on
now.
those.
don't lose,
I've already
don't
transferred.
lose, don't fumble your bag.
It's already in my Phantom wallet. I'm making that swap right now. Hope nobody beats me to it and gets a better price than me.
There you go. There you go. Black Friday.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Let's see.
You guys are fumbling the bag. If you're not heavily exposed into Gary coin, you're just fumbling the bag. And even worse, if you're a male and you need to provide for your family and you have not gotten yourself a lot of Gary coin, not only is that like super beta, I hate to say it, it's like
It's
super
pretty pathetic.
beta, but
Just got
like it's pretty
85 more.
pathetic.
Just got 85
Yeah.
more Gary coin.
85, that's a good number. Yeah, you're probably swinging a T score of 85, is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying. If
Mm-hmm.
you don't have Gary and well, you're just beta, basically. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty pathetic. Pretty well, what the president would call pathetic. You're a loser. You're pathetic. It's the president of the United States would say. It's not me. It's not my opinion. That's the president. So, just saying. Should probably go get some Gary coin.
I just did. I'm gonna do it again.
See,
Nice.
you got dunked on the rush.
Well,
I know.
he reminded me that I'm some jerk that bought a bunch of draft, and now I need a bunch more Gary
I
coin.
was talking about that in our space today,
Yeah.
whereas like I don't think people
Oh,
understand like
I
the math.
understand. I've mathed it.
Like the math ain't mathin'. So like if I was basically like bringing up the whole like short squeeze, like that what happened with like AMC and
Yeah,
what was it, AMC theaters and I-
I know what you're talking about.
um what was the other one? I can't GME, yeah, GameStop. It was
GameStop.
GameStop and AMC theaters. And it's kind of basically like the same principle applying with Gary coin, like where we're gonna be in this like crazy ass like supply shock, like a total short squeeze where people are dude, there just as it stands right now in circulation, if you needed to have 1,000 Gary coin for each giraffe, it's like it's just not even in circulation. So there's a deficit of like something
Like,
like probably
say
like a million
say
or something.
somebody 1,000 seems like a small number, right? But if you have 10 draft and you're planning on putting 10 to work, or you're even planning on putting 10 into the Gary tree, that's 10,000. That already sounds like a bigger number, right? Like
Well, look here,
10,000.
just do it like this, Doug. Just do it like this. Look, there's a total of 50 superheroes,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a
They don't. The
total of
superheroes don't need the Gary.
oh, okay, all right. Oh, you know what? That's right. So even it's all right. That just makes the numbers even easier, actually. So there's 7,506 giraffe. In order to have 1,000 Gary coin for each one of them, that's 7.506 million. Okay. Well, guess what? There's not that much Gary coin in circulation. In circulation, there's only something like I can't remember exactly, but we kind of like mathed it out in a space like 2 weeks ago. There's something like I think it was like five. It was something like 5.8, like 5.8 or 5.7 million that are in circulation. So that means we have a a deficit of like 1,700 or sorry 1.7 million Gary coin. So what do you think's going to happen to the price of Gary coin
People are
if
going to go rush and buy it. It's
well
going to
well
go
and,
up.
and not only
Supply and demand.
not only that, people are going to need to buy it for to have access to Stacker
And
Agent.
there's going to be not enough Gary to fuel the machine.
Well, also, dude, that's the thing, because the fees are done in Gary, so that's gonna add a shitload of, like, all the volume, all the trading volume
Mm-hmm.
that the Stacker Agent is going
Well, I mean,
to
that's going to be a huge opportunity for
add.
you to, you and me, but
Oh
it's
my
like
god.
because you'll jump on those pools, right?
Well, fuck yeah, but that's the other thing too, is people are gonna buy Gary coin to
To
you
fuel
know
the pool, fuel the
to fuel a
pool.
liquidity pool. Like,
Mm-hmm.
there's just so many different forces, just so many different, like, pressure forces that are going to be squeezing on Gary coin. It's
Mm-hmm.
already the the circulating supply is already at a deficit. Like, guys, don't pay attention to the max supply and stuff. I'm talking about the circulating supply. Like, what, the like
The
max
max supply
supply
is always going to be
doesn't matter.
over 2
Yeah,
million just to begin with.
doesn't matter. And again, it doesn't even matter anyway, because that's just a number on a piece of paper in coin market cap. The number that matters is what's actually circulating, because some Gary hasn't even been, like, sent out. The way new Gary coin comes into existence is through is through our own ecosystem, right? The DAO delivers new Gary coin to people who lock it up in the DAO. So, there's only 100,000 new Gary coin that's, like, coming into existence every month.
And then a chunk of that is actually going to go to the stackers. The next big chunk got approved,
Right, right,
so
right.
that's like rewards for season 1 of the stackers.
And here's the thing, guys. Like, there's only gonna be, like, maybe one more year of that too. So there's the season one of Stacker, and then maybe another year of DAO rewards. So again, you can like, hypothetically add another, because you've got the rest of this year. That's 8 months, so that's another 800,000 coin, and then, so, like, 2.8 million that you can add to the 5.8 million that are already in circulation. So that puts us, what, 7.8, 8.5. Okay, so yeah, so that puts us somewhere around 8.5 million. So that means there's just enough to cover every giraffe, and then have like a delta, have a balance of about a million coins. Guys, that is
And that's
not
not
a
coins that
lot.
are locked
Yeah.
up in the lock system or
Well,
in the DAO. Those are,
right.
you can't.
I'm
So
talking about circulating
yeah,
supply.
I'm just saying,
Yeah.
like, no, I'm just saying, like, the ones that are locked up in the lockup
Right.
system. So you can't benefit from the stacker and still have a voice in the DAO. So if you value having a voice in the DAO, you're going to need to actually get more, because now it's a second use case. And I think that that's the important part, is it's an ecosystem, and now you have to make a choice. It's like, it's the same thing as, like, when I go to the grocery store, I could hold up a dollar and I could look at the things on the shelf, and I got to make a choice on what I'm going to spend that dollar on, right?
That's absolutely right. Um, okay, guys, I don't want to keep everyone forever. So we should kind of kill it here. But I see Zazo wants to come up. Zazo 420. Yeah, Laser, what's up, dude? You don't need to raise your hand in here.
No, I'm just stretching. You know how it is.
It's all good.
420 is my wedding anniversary, which is funny because I've been hearing 420, 420, and I'm just, wait, oh shit, that's my wedding anniversary. So, so yeah, man.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, man. So definitely excited and try to. I don't know if you guys ever watched Wicked, but yeah, taking going good to watch Wicked on Broadway. So yeah,
Oh,
just true,
nice. Okay, yeah.
Are you going tonight?
Yeah, so
Nice.
tomorrow night. Right now, I'm like poofed out from Friday work. So right now, just go for a dessert spot. Keep it easy for today.
Nice.
That's right, dude. That's right.
What you got?
We got 420 is up here. What's up, 420?
What's up? What's up? It's actually Zaza token.
Zaza token. Okay, what up?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It was good, guys. It was good. I mean, I wanted to come and talk about it, but I don't know if you guys mind me.
No,
Chat.
dude, it's a shill space, bro. Come on,
All
yeah,
right,
that's
perfect,
what we're
perfect. So,
doing. I was just about to close it down, but it's perfect, man. You just you got right in there. I didn't
perfect.
expect you to be on time. You're a 420 coin, bro. Come on, it's all good.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. So, just to give you guys a quick summary, we didn't launch yet. We're trying to do this a fair launch. This is why we're trying to have everybody in our spaces. This is a narrative built to relate to stoners, people who don't know about crypto, to get them to know about crypto through our project. And this is also to relate to investors who are already into meme coins. And eventually, what we're doing is tomorrow we're hosting a giveaway, and we're doing a $1,500 giveaway of 20 winners. And I posted the space link up in here. Me and my boy Cryptos, we're collabing on this project. So we wanted to send this thing to the moon. We just ask that you guys support. Be in the spaces. You guys have a chance tomorrow to win $1,500. So
Nice.
yeah,
All right, you put your where'd you put that? You put it in the purple pill?
put it up right now. Posted it
Okay,
up right now.
cool.
There we go. 1 second. We already have 115 people coming, so we're trying to expand on that. At least get 500 people in there, and we're trying to eventually go trending on X. So
That's the way to do it, bro.
yeah,
I like that. Good job, Zaza. That's the way to
appreciate
do
it.
it, man.
Appreciate it. I just posted it up there. You guys can see how many people are attending, and yeah,
Oh yeah, I see you there. Yeah, I see you. You
yeah.
know, unfortunately for us, we run a space at 11 a.m. my time.
Hmm.
So, yeah, I mean, I won't be able to be in there, but depending on what time, if you guys are still going, when I end, I'll pop over there and support. But
Okay,
I run a daily space at that time, man. But otherwise, I'd definitely go in there and go support, man. We're all
appreciate
about
it.
that. We're all about that, man. We try to do whatever we can to find other communities, and I mean that's why I do this space every Friday, is to just kind of help bring some exposure to new communities, or other communities that we've met, and just kind of see what's going on in the space. Want to hear what people are building. Want to see. Look, man, I love crypto. I love degens. I want to see everybody win. That's what it's all about. You know.
Facts. I actually posted the right one up. This is actually the right one. So if you guys can engage with that, set your reminders. Um, but I totally understand, appreciate that. By the way, we launch on 420 on Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. So this is why we're doing the giveaway a day before, so that we can set up and prepare for that and have everybody in our spaces before launch. And we're also going on spaces 1 hour before we launch. So giving everybody a fair chance. So
Right on, man. Right on.
yeah.
Well, if you get a chance, I'll tell you this, man. I'll bring you up. Um, Again, we we are starting our spaces at the same time tomorrow. So, again,
Okay.
I'm on the West Coast. So 11 a.m. is for me is your 2 p.m.
Yeah,
Um, if you guys finish before me, come on over into my space, and you know,
most definitely. I already followed
yeah,
you too, so I got you locked in.
there you go, man. Yeah.
Appreciate that.
Um, we definitely like to support each other, and
Facts.
you know yeah, man, it's all good, dude. And I know we have a lot of people who are very keen on the flower in our community. So um I think you'll find some I think you'll find some support. Not me. If I were to smoke it, I would curl up in the ball on the ground and start crying. I'd probably like I'd be like the kind of guy who'd be like, call 911, call 911, call 911.
I'm crying.
But like yeah, not anymore. When I was a teenager though, dude, oh man, I was your guy.
Yeah,
Now it's just
stoner.
like, oh, I was, dude. I actually had like I had like the like a I had like a gravity bong that you it was like a portable gravity bong, and like this thing I would use, like
Oh, the
it's like
pipe.
kind of like water. Well, because you just like cut the bottom off of like a like a bottle, like a water bottle, and you'd fill a bucket up with water, and use the cap, for like your bowl. And I had like this little system where like I could like carry it to go kind of, and it just looked like a water jug,
Yeah, I know exactly what
and
you're talking about. Those
yeah,
are like
dude,
the
like,
college days. You put
and
a
I just
little
like walk
hole.
around with that thing, dude. Yeah.
I'm crying.
um, so yeah, I definitely I used to partake in the demon weed. Not anymore. Not
I hear
anymore.
you.
But yeah, man. Definitely want to see you guys win, bro. I'm glad it
Appreciate
looks like
that.
you've got some good you got some good hype going too, man.
Oh
That's good.
man, we've got a lot of influence. So that's the thing. That's why we're trying to get, 300 or 500 people in our spaces, because we're trying to tag. I have a list of influencers that's like already following. You guys can check the page too. They've been commenting and stuff like that. I want to tag them on
Mm-hmm.
the day that we launch to kind of get a lot of engagement. So like that would
There
really
you
know
go.
that we're a strong community, and we didn't come here to play.
Yep.
So
Yeah. No, it's hard work, man. Look, it's not, this isn't easy, dude.
yeah.
I'm here every single day in, day out, day in, day out.
And just a
And
quick summary, like we didn't just start this thing yesterday or a week before. Like we started this thing a month ago, or like a little bit more than a month ago. So that's just to give everybody a little background like that.
well,
It's
I'm
not
glad
just
that you tried building the community for a month before launching. I'm glad you
yeah,
did that. That's smart. That's the right
yeah.
way to do it.
hmm
So yeah, good on you for doing that, man.
Thank you, thank you, thank
And
you.
and also, doing a fair launch and all that's good on you. That's the right way to do it. So
Appreciate it.
good for you. And yeah, dude. Like I say, pop on over if you get a chance, and we'll chop it up for a minute.
Yeah, well, I got you.
Well, right on. Good luck to you, and I'm sure I'll see you around. Stop by again. I do this space every um, every single Friday. It'd be 5 o'clock your time. So come back next week. Give us an update. Let us know how everything went, and if you get here a little bit earlier, again, we're kind of winding down right now, so not as many people, but pop in a little bit earlier, and you'll be able to talk to some more folks. Also, too, I feel like this weekend's a little it's a little light right now, just because of Easter and stuff. So next
Yeah,
weekend you'll probably have some more people in here.
thanks.
Well, right on, Z. Good to meet you, man.
Good to meet you too, brother.
We'll see you around. Well, with that, I think that's it. Reich,
And that's it.
Dunk. I think we can
Party's over already.
the party laser. You came at the end, player. Come on, man.
I know.
He was
I
too busy
knew.
lasering.
I know you're too busy making these
Exactly.
beautiful dog tags. Dude, I wear my dog
Woo.
tag every day, laser.
Mm-hmm. I
Really?
wear it
Yep.
all the time
I wear
too.
it
I
every
got
Ooh.
one
day.
right here in my neck.
Yep.
And
Yeah. See, that's me right there. When you're wearing that, it's lazy
Dude,
right there.
listen.
somebody on set
Hear it?
noticed
Hear
the
it?
dog tag. They looked at the dog tag and saw my giraffe on it. And they're like, "Oh, look at that!" And they noticed it with their eyes.
Yeah, dude.
Woof.
I love this thing.
Yo,
I love this thing, man.
you
So
know what it is? It's in what's that QR code? It
oh,
connects right
dude,
to your.
I love that. I
Mm-hmm.
love the QR code. I like how on the back it's like on the back it's like an even smaller giraffe with the Joe and then my at. This thing's dope, dude. I love this thing. So, all right, guys. Well, look, thanks for everyone who did the giveaways, the live giveaways. That was awesome. Ron, thank you for that, man. Good on you, dude. I really appreciate it. And everyone who spoke. Zazo, Boycel, I meant. Thank you. Crete, everybody, thank you. And Reich, thanks for helping to co-host, man. I appreciate you, dude. I know you're looking to start doing a space. Let me know. Happy to help. Happy to co-host with you or whatever you need. At the very least, send me your space so I can tweet it out myself and help drive some energy for you, right? Other than that, guys, we'll be back at it tomorrow, regular time, 11 a.m. on the West Coast, 2 p.m. on the East Coast. And we'll be back at it. I'm sure Dunk will fuck something up. So, we'll
Probably.
have a slow start.
Mm-hmm.
But, that's just kind of how it starts off every day. It is Dunk after all, guys. So, it's not like we're dealing with Einstein here. Yeah, that's it. Bearded, see you later, brother. Osama, see you, man. Thanks for coming in. Young Woo, thank you. Slayer, thanks. Dude, Slayer hung with us all day, Dunk.
That's pretty
Slayer.
dedicated.
Dude,
Dedicated.
that is,
That's how
dude,
you
you're
slay.
dedicated.
That's how you slay.
Slayer's slaying. You know what? Zazzy, too. Zazzy, you were with us from the podcast.
Yes, sir.
Damn. Bearded. Bearded was with us from the podcast, too. Dang. Boysel, Bearded. People are dedicated. I love it. Well, we'll be back at it
Because your
tomorrow.
voice is so
Friday.
buttery.
Dude, well, by the end of Friday, dude, I don't have a voice left because I do the podcast, then the regular space, then this space. Dude, I've been speaking for since 7:30 this morning, straight. Whew. I'm like,
Next Joe,
it's crazy.
next Joe's gonna start singing. You're gonna have to do singing next.
I know, man. Well, now that we don't have Ellen anymore, I'm gonna have to start singing now. Oh shit, man, we got to get Ellen back. It's too like abrupt to just end the space without having Ellen sing, but just what we're gonna have to do, I guess.
I still think
And
that
Jay,
you still could show us how to do it, Joe.
I will one of these days. One of these days, I'll sing us out. So we'll do it next time. How about that?
Come on,
Next
Tony.
time,
Perfect.
Come on, Joe.
everyone's on. Yeah, come on. Yeah, exactly. I love it. Next time. Next time.
Hey, look, Lottie Dottie, we like to party, but don't cause trouble no bother nobody.
There it is, dude. All right, guys, there's the song out right there. Thank you for that outro, big boy. Good job, GI. All right, guys.
There you go,
I will
everyone.
see you tomorrow, man. I love you guys. Love y'all.
Boy.